Clock still says 11 a.m., not 11:01, so I'm not technically late. I was up so late last night. Like, unironically, super duper late. Hey, Chad. Elements bot is running. Yay. Loomsy, Al, good to see ya. How's your Saturday going? Me, I am tired as hell, but I got a coffee. I do have a bunch of stuff planned for this stream. Got that interesting interview later on. That'll definitely be later on in the stream. I think we planned that for 3 hours from now. So I've got some stuff to talk about before that. Also getting your morning started. Are you PST as well? I'm on the West Coast. Canada, eh? By the way, when you see me lean back like that, it's because I'm taking a drink. I should be drinking water, but I like tasty things. As always, I'm not sure where I actually want to start today. I mean, I guess we could talk about Rev to start. They should make water that's tasty. Like, seriously. Talk about Rev. We could talk about Hololive. Talk about... What else did I want to do? Oh yeah, I might talk about Pippa. I hope I'll have the time for it. Big fan of sparkling water for similar reasons. I'm not really the biggest fan of sparkling water. It just tastes weird to me, to be honest. I prefer ice cold water over sparkling. But I would absolutely prefer pop over water because it's way tastier and I do like the bubbles. But what I'm drinking right now is a standard coffee with some sugar and milk, I want to say. How about mineral water? Yeah, that stuff's kind of tasty. Though, I'm going to be honest, I typically just drink tap water. You not freeze that. Well, I mean, in the summer you freeze that. But I put that in the fridge. Leave that in the fridge for a while. Or leave the tap running long enough, it gets pretty damn cold. Oh my god, I remember the taste of like... What's it? The taste of tap water out in the prairies of Canada, like central Canada, where it's all flatlands and wheat, pretty much. Like grains growing in the ground. That's so fun. Holy shit, that water tastes horrible. But now I'm living in a bigger city with tasty water. Actually doing YouTube only? Well, aside from my personal issues with Twitch, I'm not allowed to multicast anymore. Look at their terms of service. And yeah, I need to figure out, I want to find a better way to monitor chat here. I know there's I gotta reach out to some of the YouTube streamers that have decent chats, see what they've got going. Been a thing for you, VRO? No, you couldn't simulcast if you were an affiliate or partner, but they changed or they moved the simulcasting restrictions to their broader terms of service like last week. That meant it applies to everybody that streams to Twitch. And yeah, shifting to YouTube is probably for the best, especially because I'm putting out videos regularly. That helps keep the growth going. My God, I'm tired. I got like 3. No, I went to bed around like 3 something a.m. Actually got about 5, 6 hours sleep. Before you judge me, that's actually pretty normal for me. I I tend to stay up later than I should, and usually get like 4 to 5 hours on a workday. Which, I mean, it's not the best. Writer note, you can now play Yandere Simulator if you ever think about getting back into gaming streams. Maybe, but Yandere is not really my type. I know it's popular, so maybe it would be worth taking a gander at, because we all know that I'm a clout shark. But, like, I do kind of want to get into gaming streams again, but, like, actually, I kind of want to see how well. Can I play Diablo? Diablo 3, by the way, I don't have 4 yet. How well can I play Diablo while I, what's it? Listen along to some YouTube videos. There's got to be a streamer mode. Really? It doesn't disable that? That's cool. I'm gonna turn off players near you. Oh, that prevents both of us from seeing each other. Fuck. Okay, I just don't go to the menu, I guess. I'm gonna try out Torment, what's it? What games do I usually play? um, Diablo, I guess. I was up really late playing that last night. Like, I had just started, I was playing a monk. And I ended up getting chapter 4 completed, I want to say. Stream name mentions Parkour Gym. Do you parkour? I wish I did. Oh. I am just setting some things up on the back end so that I can block minimal screen of the game and still show a decent view of the video I'm watching. Because I'm mostly just responding to what he's saying rather than the visuals. Actually, no. Haha, thanks for popping by, SCP. Okay, back to that. And if I want it where I'm just focusing entirely on the video I'm responding to, I have that. Sweet. There's my Stream Deck. OBS. Scene. It turned off. Oh, I'm still recording. God damn it, I was going to start something. And then I didn't. Ah! That's what I got set up right now. Oh, I should probably actually disable hide chat or whatever. In game. Can I even? Oh, let's check. Ah, I can't disable that. Oh, well. That's my monk. That sword's pretty cool. I like it. The big problem here is that it's harder to monitor chat. How does that look? Why am I on top chat? Gross. I gotta be on live chat. No, right about there. Cool. Cool. It's hard to get started with parkour. I would think so. Like, I wouldn't think it's too rough to get started with like basic stuff, but you can't really. Never seen Diablo before, but I imagine it takes from the whole D&D archetypes. Kind of. Like, you got Monk Crusader, which is essentially Paladin. You got Necromancer, Barbarian, Demon Hunter, which is essentially Rogue. Are monks doing any movement stuff like that? Like that? I can do that. That's pretty cool. This build, I get a little spinny color and then spin a staff and I kill things. It works. Which is pretty spiffy. Okay, so pretty much I got into a bit of a awful. I got into a Twitter argument with someone named Permaband. And apparently, I missed the point of something in Rev's video relating to a former political party in Germany. Why am I calling them that? Well, because it's early in the video and YouTube doesn't like mentioning that directly early on. So let's, you know what? Let's just see what he's got to say.
What's up, guys? Rev here. So Spider-Man
Hey,
Across the Spider-Verse has concluded its first weekend at the box office, and it's been a very big success, and a lot of people are really excited about this film. And of course, when the product of a fandom goes viral, so
I did
too
too.
does the ridiculous takes surrounding it. So there are probably a few dozen viral tweets like the one you're looking at now who are claiming that the character Gwen Stacy is transgender. Now, they base this off of probably 2 frames from the recent film, and mostly, well, you guessed it, their headcanon. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to select this thread in particular because I think it is the best example out there. I mean, look at it. It's got, oh my god, 90,000 likes on this thread. And the reason I choose this one is also
Okay.
because it basically grabs all the talking points people are using to claim that Gwen Stacy is trans, and it puts it all in one spot. So also, as a reward for
Andy.
listening to me dissect these points, I will also share at the end of the video this original poster's complete public meltdown the second they were ever questioned on their beliefs and headcanon. So let's begin with the first argument here that points to
It's
specific
not petty at
images
all.
and frames from the last film that prove Gwen Stacy is trans. This first one might be hard to see, but in her room, she has a flag that says, "Protect trans kids." And then the other evidence, which is a little more shaky, is what some people claim is a trans flag on the sleeve of her father's police uniform. Now, I say that one's a little bit suspect because in other frames, the color
Really, bro? That one's more suspect than the protect trans kids flag? Because you can make an argument that protect trans kids, like one of those flags can only be used by allies. But then when you have a parent that actually displays that flag on their uniform, especially as a cop, that kind of really indicates that, hey, maybe there's more to this. Maybe. Does every bit of representation need to be explicitly stated? Apparently. Otherwise people just don't understand it.
palette here looks different, but for the sake
Oh,
of
I'm sure
argument, let's
chat's
just say that
talking
it
over
is
me.
a trans flag on his sleeve.
Terrible at watching.
What does this
I need
prove?
something like
Apparently, to these
overlay
users, this
chat
proves
on
that
top
Gwen
of
Stacy
my
is
game.
trans. Fellas, does supporting trans people make you trans as well? That is the logic they're
Sometimes.
going with here. I mean, all this really shows is that Gwen and possibly her father are trans allies. It doesn't make them trans. That's such a weird string of logic. That's basically saying if I went online and ordered a trans rights button or something, all of a sudden I must be trans too. Like, that's a very strange string of logic there. But here's another thing that a lot of people have been.
Well, one other thing with that is a lot of people that get super invested in like just very interested in trans people, hmm, turns out they had a little deeper feeling, I'm going to say, to look into it and start arguing on their behalf. I mean, it kind of happened with me. I was always saying, live the life you want to live. And then I never really stopped and asked myself, am I living the life I want to live? But, I mean, when I did, turns out I was trans. And hey, that's pretty common. That said, it doesn't necessarily make her trans. But, I mean, you never really know. There's a lot of heavy implications in art, like movies and stuff. A lot of it is, ooh, yay, warping me around, you cunt. A lot of it, really has to, oh shit, I'm dying. Really has to do with, I forget what I'm saying. Go on, Rev.
Bringing up, the colors are the trans flag, and they're pointing out not just scenery, but also some of the color palettes of her hair in her room and things like that. Which, number one, I find the whole concept of a sexuality or a gender or religion or any sort of group owning a color palette to be very strange, but they're using this to justify that, well, she must be trans based on these color schemes. While other users have attempted to make.
You know, a very common thing in art is that an artist will depict the colors of the shades, like the blinds in a window, as blue if they want to convey that that character is dealing with depression and noticed that thing specifically. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the scene previously, like right here, where she's talking with her dad about secret identities. Like I haven't watched the movies, but I haven't watched that movie yet. You know, I'm poor. I wish I had watched it, but I've been spoiled to that part where I'm pretty sure she was talking with her dad about secret identities, and then the color palette shifted harshly to those specific colors of the flag. It's not that those colors automatically always apply it. It sounds to me like there was very much an artist heavily implying it. I wish I saw the movie, but I can't. I'm not pirating that movie. I want to see it in theaters if I can.
Using this to justify that, well, she must be trans based on these color schemes. Well, other users have attempted to make that same claim that, well, based on her design, she must be trans. Well, if you apply that logic to the other uniforms from other characters in that franchise, you get a probably unsavory result. And if you want to use it for Gwen Stacy, you got to use it for everyone. And I guess
Really? Okay, so just to be clear, apparently this is not equating trans people with Nazis. This is just saying if you apply this logic to one character, you apply it to all, and the only three colors I can see with black, red, and white is the swastika Nazi flag. But that's not a comparison. I'm just bringing it up as a not comparison to why you shouldn't call colors of lighting and shit in a movie as why they're trans.
it doesn't turn out too well, now does it? But moving on to the next argument people are making, it has to do with her whole arc being a trans allegory. Now, of course, a story about Gwen discovering and accepting
Oh, this is honestly psychic damage.
who she is probably very relatable to transgender people. But guess what? That narrative is relatable to everyone. Everyone goes through some portion of their life learning how to accept something about themselves. That is a very human story and narrative, okay? That is not something that any individual group owns, okay?
I wonder what Rev thinks about The Matrix being a trans allegory. I would love to hear him talk about that.
Again, it's just like the whole concept of the color schemes. It's very odd for anyone to claim that a certain narrative belongs to any group. And I find that to be very unconvincing. And then this whole thing about her white cop dad, you can probably understand this is a lot of coping and seething about other issues, and it's just not important for the
What? Most telling her white cop dad wears a trans colors on his uniform. No fucking cop is that much of an ally unless they have a trans family member. Fucking true. Even in fucking Canada, we don't get that progressive of police. But we do have some that have at least the word police on their vest in rainbow. And that's usually because they are queer themselves or they have a queer family member they're supporting. Otherwise, they have nothing. I mean, there's a small handful that actually, oh my god, in Canada, there are people that do the thin blue line shit. We're progressive, but not as progressive as people like to think.
whole Gwen Stacy trans arc that we're talking about today. But this user would continue to double down, and they would do what many people do when they have a tweet that goes viral. They start getting cocky, they start rubbing their opinion and
If people used a different flag, the argument would hold up better? Yeah. Honestly, yeah. But he's like, if you apply this logic, or if you apply the logic, you've got to apply it to everything. And the only thing I can think of with those colors is Nazis? That just reeks of implicitly implying that trans people are pushing a ideology of control, which I don't advocate for. I push for an ideology of personal expression and comfort. It's not about making kids trans, or it's not about making cis kids trans. It's about making sure trans kids survive. Holy fuck. But no, people don't want to listen to what I have to say because I'm fucking trans or whatever. And they get pissy about my tweets or some shit. I don't care.
In people's faces, and of course, their egos are very fragile despite what they might try to impress upon you. But they go on to say, by the way, I'm cool with shoving trans, queer, and people of color characters down y'all's throats. If you don't like it, you have bad taste, and someone has to give you something with effing flavor. Can't just have salt on everything. White savior comp.
Oh, that's base. I like that response from them. Mostly because how much explicit trans representation is there in media? How much is there of most minorities? Because there's been an improvement in recent years, for sure, but holy shit. Like, when you think actor, this might just be my racist ass, but I don't think typically of. I mean, I try to. But the ones that are pushed down my throat the most are the fucking white ones.
Complex much? Like, yeah, don't worry, trans people, I'm saving you with this interpretation of this character. And also, I'm going to use black people as a shield to deflect any criticism. I am a hero in this situation. Yeah, I'm sure people like you lumping them into an argument they want no part of. So you have quote retweets to that, like this
you
one saying,
adding Nazis to the argument
for shield and spear because you
some
hate
reason.
your dad, white savior. That's totally not going to have an adverse effect on those of us who are creating well-written characters who are gay and minorities. And that's the exact point we have been raising on this channel for weeks, if not months now, with everyone trying to take existing characters and change their race or their sexuality or their gender. It's just not that helpful. If you want proper representation, go create original characters who are gay or minorities or trans or whatever. Just go out there and make original characters. That is real representation. And the thing is, if people doubt that's possible, we just saw a tweet with...
Okay, yeah, so every bit of representation does have to be explicit for him because he doesn't like nuance.
100,000 likes almost, saying that a character is trans with virtually no evidence. There is support for these types of original characters, and I am like losing my mind that illustrators and writers out there aren't taking advantage of this to produce more trans characters. I think there is a need for more trans characters. It'd be a good thing. It would make a lot of people very happy. But make original ones. You want the best representation? Make an original one. Don't just try to force that identity onto characters when it's really not accurate. But moving on.
But unironically, what is the harm of letting people have that headcanon? I don't care about that ring. What is the harm of letting people have that headcanon? Seriously, like. I had a bit of an argument with somebody on Twitter that was it's compartmentalizing people and categorizing them and supports authoritarianism. And I'm like, holy moly. I mean, I'm pretty sure Rev also complains about Bridget being trans. Because, like, Bridget was made or confirmed to be explicitly trans recently. When previously, they were just they just like dressing that way. They went from Finster to, well, me. Well, I mean, Knuckles and Piccolo are black coated, aren't they? I think you could make a stronger argument for Knuckles, but I mean, it doesn't really make the hugest of difference if people want to find different ways to see themselves in characters. What do I care? It's just well, it's just Twitter drama essentially. That's all of Rev's videos, isn't it?
The doubling down would continue. I mean, notice the smug attitude here. So someone says, stop forcing this agenda, and the original poster responds with, nah.
Oh my god. How dare they? Somebody being smug on Twitter? Fucking tag Elon Musk there. Tag Twitter support. That can't be allowed at all.
I'm gonna force it even harder now, just for you, with a kissy face emoji. Yeah, that attitude won't last very long, I will tell you that. So they go on to say to quote retweet their own tweet because they're noticing they're getting a lot of backlash. They say, y'all know, like, this is my opinion and interpretation of the storyline, right? Some of you are wildly taking my interpretation as some sort of a personal attack, and it's effing sad. Who the F cares if her comic lore doesn't depict this? Touch some grass. Yes, this user is
Another thing is it could be a different fucking universe. We're talking about multiverse characters. It could be one. The comic, sure, she could be cis in there. But this universe, hey, maybe it's a trans depiction of her, but wasn't fully wasn't explicitly stated in the thing because, some artists like to have people think about their art.
telling you to touch grass. Besides the fact they're saying, well, maybe there's no evidence to support my claim, but it's my claim and you shouldn't be able to protest that in any way. And if you do, you're angry. You need to touch grass, loser. That's basically what they're saying. But let's move on to some more responses. So this user right here is bringing up the fact that the original poster is getting very hostile towards people disagreeing with them. In fact, they went as far as to call other people ugly and saying that they should have been aborted in some deleted tweets. But this user says, what do you gain from insulting me right now? Good. I am not excusing the people who said slurs to you, nor excusing people harassing you. But you are going about this being toxic to people and talking stuff to everyone who even kindly disagrees, which isn't acceptable by any means. And they respond with, no, I haven't. There have been plenty of people I've disagreed with, and I have said nothing negative to them. This person you cited called me delusional. That implies I'm mentally ill. That's not some kind of a disagreement. The fact that you side with that stuff shows me you're trash. What I gain from this is
I wonder if he's going to go into the paradox of tolerance.
Simple. You're bothered, and that's enough for me. You can lie to me and say you're not bothered, but I know your type. You're a basic bitch who has no real struggles in their life, and you're trying to be a moral high ground on social media? It's sad. Yeah, imagine the person talking about no real struggles in their life while they're having a multi-day breakdown over a 15-year-old fictional character not being trans, and they're trying to force that identity onto that character. Talking about no real struggles. Yeah, getting validation from...
That's a pretty interesting point coming from aren't you in, like, your 30s, 40s, and you're using a cute little avatar? Just saying. Not making any declarations, just saying.
Angering people online is not exactly the reflection of a well-adjusted person. Also, keep in mind this whole thing about never...
Keep that note in mind. Making people angry online is not the mindset of a well-adjusted person, because I got a video after this, a follow-up video from Rev after this that I'm going to be listening to.
Never responding negatively to people who politely disagree. Yeah, that's not going to last very long. So here's one of the responses to someone politely disagreeing. It says, the writers strive to develop a strong, organic female character, and users who didn't read the comics focus on 2 frames early in their work. Amazing what the future holds. And they respond with, you are ugly. Yeah, that's sick burn. That really got them. But they like that term apparently because they'll use it some more in other tweets we're going to look at. This user saying, it's just unfortunate that when someone has kindly disagreed with you, you call them ugly. You're one of those types of trans people I do not support. And I have many lovely trans friends. Do better. People have opinions. I mean, this reflects directly back to what the original poster said only a couple tweets ago, saying that they would never respond negatively to someone politely disagreeing. Well, here's their response to this user saying, LOL, I'm glad your allyship is conditional on me being polite. You're effing ugly. You just think you're a good person, but you're not. First of all, you're not your minor grammatical error, you lose. But moving on, they address this whole ugly thing where they keep calling people ugly, and people are obviously pointing that out as a low blow and childish insult, where they respond,
Yeah, I mean, she's melting down, it seems. As you mentioned. Kinda what happens with a lot of people when they get dogpiled online. They really should take more of a break. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. It's just not as public. Mostly because of relative size and, well, I don't really go viral. At least my videos are doing well, right?
me responding with,
Doing numbers.
you're ugly to people who insulted me, my intelligence or sent me death threats is too much. Gods, I wish every entitled centrist would get kicked in their head so their brains could finally jumpstart after years of rot and decay. Yes, physical violence, threats of physical violence. The second someone calls out your warrantless opinion on social media, that seems well adjusted. But they have an explanation for all this
I
stuff.
mean, it
Don't worry,
was
it's okay, guys.
a warranted
Lots of people
original
might call me
opinion.
mentally ill, like it's some sort of gotcha. It's called living in late stage capitalism. This is the most terminally online statement I have ever seen in my life. But I guess if there's one
Really? That's the most terminally online statement you've ever seen? I imagine he's being hyperbolic, but I don't know, he could be funnier. I mean, most conservatives could be funnier. People want to call me mentally ill. What's the
one
actual
positive
problem?
here, this whole concept here is the reason I can monetize making fun of weirdos like this online. But nonetheless, the whole hysteria involving this character, it's just
I mean, if we didn't have to live under late stage capitalism, we could all be making tons of videos without having to worry about, you know, paying for bills, paying for our housing, paying for food. You know, we could just live our lives and enjoy them. But no, that's seen as lazy instead of a life worth living.
too much. Okay, I mean, here you have someone on a very large account saying, I love Spider-Verse, and I'm just learning now that they basically all but say Gwen Stacy is trans. Even if she's not, she's a hell of an ally with a protect trans kids flag over her door. We're talking about a fictional character, and you're like praising them for being an ally. It's a 15.
I am not surprised that you have no idea how the media we consume can affect the world outside of us. Like, come on, man. Seriously? The movies you watch, the games you play, and this stuff that you consume, that doesn't shape your personality or influence your actions outside at all? You've never had a perspective change because of a story that reached you in a different way that others haven't? I mean, I guess if you're closed-minded, then no.
15-year-old fictional character that doesn't exist. If you need validation from that, wow. I don't know what else to say. It's just kind of sad. But that's going to do it for this video. Yeah, lots of discussion about this whole thing, and I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. Crazy times we live in, but
He asked for people's thoughts in the comments section down below, but what he got was, well, Twitter got mad at him. Because, you know, he brought up the Nazi flag and the trans flag in the same still for some reason when he could have applied colors to something else, but I don't know. I guess Nazi colors were just the first thing he came to mind with trying to think of groups that go along with colors. Anyways, part 2.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here.
Hey.
Just when I thought the brain rot stemming from the Gwen Stacy discourse couldn't get any worse, it managed to do just that. So the other day I made a video looking at threads like this that claimed they had proof that Gwen Stacy was transgender. And of course, I spent time going through each of these points and proving that likely these prove nothing. And if you want the full details, you can check out my previous video listed in the description. But it appears that one of the points I made in that video greatly offended Twitter freaks. It was this point right here, where I, by the way, this is not my argument, I simply pointed out a comparison other users were making. They're saying that if you use this schizo logic...
It's not my argument. I'm just going to highlight it to my 600,000 subscribers offhandedly and then not really address it anymore afterwards. Totally not implicitly comparing the two groups because I dislike them or one of them.
To claim that Gwen is trans based on the color palette of her outfit, that same logic could be extended to other characters like Miles to show that he might be a Nazi. Is that a ridiculous claim? Yes, that's the entire point. All they are doing is extending this logic to something where the result is unsavory. Both of these things have to be true. If this proves that Gwen is trans, then guess what this proves? Yes, the whole purpose of this...
Oh my god, it wasn't just the fucking colors. It was the arc of her character. A lot of things in the background. Are you saying that just because colors are being used by groups of people, that means the entire thing applies? Regardless of how they behave or, you know, share the experiences they have? Because I am willing to bet that Miles didn't really show any Nazi behavior. He just has colors that Nazis co-opted. It's almost like he's not paying attention to the full argument. That's not something Rev ever does, is it?
Post is to make fun of the logic used for this one. But apparently a lot of people missed the point with that entirely, including this Twitter user, and the quotes on this were already handling it and pointing out the hypocrisy of the statement, but I never turned down an opportunity for free content, so here we go. But they start off by saying, with a screenshot of that...
Oh, you never turned down the opportunity for free content? Well, fuck, I'll give you tons of free content. I'll push the lolicon button against you. You can argue with me on your stream. Or on my... I'll stream it too anyways. But, like, I mean, I'm a small brain anti. You could totally beat me, right? Right?
Exact point I just made, saying, in quotes, apparently I said this, yo bro, if you apply the logic that color means things, then that would actually make Miles Morales a Nazi because his colors are the same as the Nazi flag. Negative 5,000 media comprehension. Like I actually feel ableist just looking at this guy. So let me make this abundantly clear. I do not think that Miles is a Nazi. In fact, nobody thinks that Miles is a Nazi.
Because he doesn't act like a Nazi.
It is an extension of the schizo logic used to prove that Gwen is trans based on the color of her outfit. That is all it is. You guys created the game, and we're just playing it, right? You come out, people like who agree with this first...
You're not even understanding the fucking game, dude. And yet I'm the one that gets talked shit on for, ooh, I didn't watch the video. Oh, well, it seems so far that I was right. He is essentially equating them without fully fucking talking about it. He just brought it up and then was like, yeah, don't worry about it.
First statement here said that color means something when it's on a character. It proves something about them. Well, you just don't like the fact that it's been extended.
It doesn't prove a thing. It's an indicator. Oh my god. Do you not... Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't understand media comprehension. That Mrs. Peeps was right. There's a reason I follow her now. It is literally because of this thread, too. But, you know, mental gymnastics from the woke left and all that.
To something that has an unsavory result. That's all that's being pointed out here. And if you don't understand that, I feel sorry for you. In fact, it's so easily understandable that literal bots, a robot, can understand that that comparison and that extension of logic, or that basis of logic, is flawed. But moving on to other things they said, the whole mention of negative 5,000 media comprehension, I am very convinced you have absolutely no idea what the term media comprehension means. In fact, most...
And I'm completely convinced you don't give a shit about it. Like, I mean, you're just wanting to argue with people, but you don't want to argue with them directly. You just want to argue on videos and make your stances. Come on, man. Come on. Unlike your depiction of your avatar, be an adult. Talk to me. I'll be friendly, I promise.
Most people who use that have no clue. What I'm pointing out here, this comparison, has absolutely nothing to do with media comprehension, okay? Like, it's just a fancy term to make you look...
I mean, I've said my piece. I've said my piece regarding that.
Smart by using it when it has absolutely no application to what I said in that video. And then this last part, like, I actually feel ableist just looking at this guy.
Yeah.
That is the most Weenie Hut Jr. roundabout way of saying you want to call me a slur. Like,
yeah, and it triggered you too. Got you to make a video about them. Maybe I should do it too.
Go ahead and call me a slur. Like, what do you mean? You think I'm gonna, like, fall to my knees if that happens? Like, say it with your chest.
Well, it's more that she didn't want to cause... I'm assuming it's because she didn't want to cause splash damage to people she actually cared about, even though she wouldn't be that opposed to, you know, talking shit against you directly.
At least, but I just find it very odd. I think this is a point to be made. You see a point in a video that you disagree with, and your first thought, like grabbing your armchair, holding on, trying not to say it, is to say slurs or call the person a slur. That's your reaction? Like, I think your tweet is ass, okay? It's filled with hypocrisy and made up arguments that I didn't even...
I mean, dude.
make, and yet, I don't want to call you a slur. Why would I want to call someone a slur over something like this? It's so weird to me, and it tells a lot about that kind of a person, right? But moving on, I also noticed something in the replies. I was actually unable to see this without switching accounts because this account has me blocked. And yet, having me blocked, they still feel comfortable insinuating that I'm a pedophile with zero evidence, of course. And they have over 30,000 followers, so that's a pretty big thing to happen, right?
Well, I mean, people see defending Lolicon as defending pedophilia. Were you not aware?
And I don't really understand why people like this continue to water down the term pedophile to the point where it means absolutely nothing. When you sling this around like a buzzword to call anyone who's your enemy or someone who disagrees with you, you are watering down that term to the benefit of actual pedophiles. Because people...
Well, I mean, there's a very gray area with the type of art you constantly defend and pedophilia, isn't there? It's like, I've been told by lolly VTubers that there is supposedly a lot of evidence regarding consuming such content and the reduction of CSA. I haven't been able to find it myself because I don't know what exactly to phrase when I'm searching for it, but apparently there's a lot of research out there. Source for claim rev? No, he gives less sources than I do. If you want to find the source, you just got to search for the actual text of the tweet, unless that tweet's been deleted. Well, actually, even then, you might still find it in the archives. Spirit spenders that teleport you while Epiphany is active are also mimic on a nearby target. Damage for free. Holy shit! Is that a spirit spender? No. Fuck. That would have been great.
People don't take that word as seriously anymore because of people like this. You know, I can't even imagine, like, the fact that real victims don't get taken as seriously because of people making use of the word like this. It's terrible. The only person hurting kids in this scenario is this user, right? It's pretty obvious.
I don't think so. I disagree there. I mean, what I kind of think is that if you want to appreciate cute, petite, adult women, say that. You don't need to essentially let people rope in minor characters that actually look like they're prepubescent and act like it just because they're fictional. Because, I mean, Rev doesn't know, but media you consume does affect you outside of that. Holy fuck.
I mean, pedophile means anything, I guess. And people are less likely to take pedophile accusations seriously. And let's see, like, what
No, people still take it pretty seriously. They completely avoid you.
people who agree with you, what do they think pedophilia is? Yeah. Pedophilia is when profile picture. Pedophilia is when video game. Like, I can't imagine, God forbid, imagine a CSA victim seeing a word that is used for their abuser being
I'm not going to say their name because they're a pretty good friend of mine and it's a very, very sensitive subject. So, in respect to their anonymity, we're not mentioning that. But I mean, her predator is quoted with saying he gets to do stuff with a real life lolly. So, I mean, there's not just that one story, and come on, you don't see why people see the consumption of that media as a problem? I mean, I guess he doesn't see, or he doesn't care.
watered down so much. It describes people with profile pictures who play video games and also as
Your profile picture is of a lolly character, and Genshin Impact has characters that explicitly look under 10, but they're like super old or whatever, and then they still act like children. And then people you defend sexualize that. That's why people have a problem with it. No actual harm being done. I hate that argument. Because, yeah, there is no actual harm being done. But it doesn't fucking... It is fucking... It is not explicitly, in my opinion, it is not explicitly, literally pedophilia. It is hyperbolically pedophilia. Calling a lolly a pedophile is hyperbolic because it's still in the same vein. I would feel the same way if somebody called me a rapist for enjoying CNC. Whoop-de-doo. I like my own problematic shit. Except, I don't really do it publicly because, I don't like pissing off CSA victims. Well, actually, yeah, I don't like pissing off CSA victims. I don't do the CNC stuff very publicly because I don't like pissing off SA victims. I'm fully aware that my interests, even though it is fully consensual, is still problematic and can be triggering to some people. I just personally give a shit if I actually trigger people. It's why I don't use the R slur.
At people with zero evidence. Imagine how demeaning that feels, that a word for your abuser is being watered down that much. It's just a buzzword to sling at people you don't like. It is absolutely disgusting.
It is also seen as disgusting by some CSA victims that defense of such depictions of art is disgusting and dehumanizing of them. Because, like, I've heard CSA victims that have been on both sides of this argument that some see it as a glorification of what happened to them and they want no part of it. And there are other people that see it as a way of overcoming it and controlling their experiences with it. I can't really stop people from coping in the ways that they need to. I just think if you're going to be coping with your CSA over that art, you're probably not going to be doing it publicly and proudly. Like, that's why I'm sus about the people that are proudly pro lolicon. It's like, what really is it to you? Is it that characters are cute, or is it that you don't give a shit about how CSA victims feel about the stuff you're spreading?
And behavior like this, you should be ashamed of yourself. And doing it all behind a block is like the cherry on top. That's the extra level of petty and ridiculous.
For me, with Rev, the extra level of petty and ridiculous is that he makes all these grandstanding videos, but then never actually talks with people that disagree with him. It's really cute. He just points out, hey, you like this problematic stuff too, and then makes a video. And that's it. But I mean, engage with the platform how you want.
And I already know these people are like bots. I know the response, well, I'm just asking a question. No, you're not. You're making an insinuation, and people accept it. Clearly, since hundreds of people liked it, and you go down the replies, and people just blindly accept it with no proof. Absolutely no proof. It shows complete, utter regard for this word that should actually mean something, by the way. You don't care about kids if you're flinging this word at people who simply disagree with you, have a different stance. And if this is over fictional content, by the way, I can prove the person the original poster you're responding to has underage characters in their likes. It's like, is that the game you're going to play? Because that's another predictable response.
Underage characters in their likes? Are they being sexualized, or are they just underage? Which is it? Is he going to show? Who knows?
But isn't it funny how every term just means nothing? For example, this person's replying not only agreeing with the pedophile accusation, but saying I'm a transphobe. What is the proof that I am a transphobe, by the way? And
that one I actually kind of agree with. I don't know of anything explicitly transphobic out of him. Just kind of implicit, where he's pushing back against trans representation unless it's completely explicit representation.
that same video that they're talking about, I not only go on to say that it's good that Gwen is a trans ally, but I also say we need more original trans characters, and that's a really good thing and something that's needed. And the time is certainly right for it because there's a lot of support for trans characters. I make the only caveat being that original characters is a better form of representation for trans people than taking existing characters that are not trans and claiming that they are based on headcanon or very questionable evidence. Do you disagree
Yes, Rev, I disagree with you.
with that? Do you disagree with the fact that I think original characters are a better representation than taking existing ones that probably aren't trans in the first place?
No, I actually don't disagree with that. Original characters that are explicitly would be better, but we don't get that because, corporations don't like having that too much. They want to reach as broad an audience. They want to reach people that listen to you. Because you might not be explicitly transphobic, but holy shit, a lot of the people that listen to you are.
Do you disagree with that? That's the point I'm raising. It's crazy to me. But as you can see, people don't like a taste of their own medicine. See how you get angry when people falsely accuse you of being a pedo? Like, that's the game we're playing. It's not the right thing to do. It's terrible, and it hurts kids.
What?
Nothing else to say. This is clown behavior, and doing it behind a block, like I said, even more pathetic. But that's going to do it for this video. Please share all of your related thoughts in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I did not. I'm not going to leave a like. Rude. Big rude from me. He doesn't care if I like my video or if I like his videos. At least I would assume he wouldn't give a shit. Every little bit of engagement does help. Just saying. Traveler's Pledge. Oh, I have 2 of those. I don't even know what that set's for. The Slanderer. Oh, I got the Slanderer. I didn't even realize that. That's fucking amazing. Of course I get the Slanderer. That's what Perma called me. That's adorable. And of course, Perma's... You guys want to know something funny? The fact that Permaband is like really, really big on... Or not really, really big, but fairly sizable on Twitter. I don't even know if they have any YouTube or otherwise other kind of content. But they just seem like a online all the time Twitter user. And well, they were scared of getting dogpiled by chat. You guys, by my chat. Like, that's pretty funny. I said my 3 viewers would be nicer than I was. And I wasn't even explicitly rude. I just said I'm not surprised that he equates, or they equate trans people and Nazis. And, well, I mean, I still think they do. Implicitly. Passively. Because they spent so much time arguing that it doesn't matter. But, I mean, that's the nature of Twitter. Twitter's a shithole. Nobody should honestly go there, and yet we do. I'm only there because it's like... Honestly, because it's the easiest way to get in touch with other creators. That's really it for me. If I had a better alternative, I'd take it. I'm not exactly the kindest to any human, but I can at least behave. True. You enjoy your time on Twitter? Teach me. Hmm. Get out of the way. Coffee. Yeah, black. What time are we at? Noon? I got like 2 hours left. Hog. Jump around, say nice things. That's it. Oh, that's probably the smartest way to engage with the platform, to be honest. It's sad that positivity doesn't really go around very much on Twitter. It's all the negativity that goes around the most. I want a weapon. Did I want ring? Yeah, let's go with ring. Not the wailing host. Yeah, I think I can just scrap those. Similar to news on TV. My chat needs a slight scroll. Oh, fuck. Thank you, Marina. I really miss my old Dreamcast, so it's been nice to engage with you. Unironically. Structural bias to negative content. It depends. For profit news, for sure. Al Jazeera abroad is good, but not for Qatari news. Depends on the incentive structures. Oh. I don't know like anything about Al Jazeera, honestly. I know that it's a news structure, but I know VTubers, and I don't even know those that well. Speaking of VTubers, I want to. Something was brought to my attention recently that some that was interesting. Hololive put out its new supporter guidelines. And well, oh fuck, right. I keep forgetting to like tweet and even post in my own Discord server that I'm going live. I just have my thing set up and then I just go live. But anyways, Hololive put out some new um supporter guidelines essentially. And I'm going to go through this quickly because there's a video I want to react to that's like half hour long. And well, it's about 4chan, the best kinds of people. We all know that. So pretty much everyone always supports us to a new era of fandom, Hololive production, all that fun stuff. This is, I think, the majority of what people are going to be talking about. I mean, it's not that long. Hello, everyone. Online communication has increased greatly over the past few years. People are flocking to online entertainment as a common form of leisure all around the world and communicating across borders, genders, and generations in this new era. This has led to a time where various thoughts and values coexist in the same space. Where love exists, so does hate. It's perfectly natural considering that each one of us come up from a different environment, which is obvious to one may not be obvious to another, and this difference shows up in all kinds of ways. While we strive to build a community loved by all, we are aiming to create a world where everyone accepts that we all have different thoughts and values. And because we do, we believe it's important to not force those values onto others, attack them, or try to remove them from the spotlight, but rather accept those differences between us. In order to make real confident strides forward in this diverse world, we have created these guidelines as a common language of this new era of fandom. in hopes we can all be a guidepost for you all. In hopes that we can be a guidepost for you all. Support them. Success is something not taken for granted. Is not something to be taken for granted. When working towards a goal, there may be times when things don't go as well or when it takes time to improve. Such at times, instead of focusing on their failures, we should encourage our favorites by saying, hang in there, or tomorrow will be better. Once they finally achieve their goal, praise them, saying, congratulations, good job. This is basically saying, don't be a cunt if things fuck up. Which, I mean, I respect that. But, I mean, I didn't really go over this part because I'm pretty sure, well, we're going to be talking about that. And this. Because, like, yeah, it was brought up, but I wanted to go over the full thing. But, like, this is going to be the big meat. Watch over them. New challenges take a tremendous amount of courage. Your favorites gain strength when they say, I like this, or when you say, I like this about them. So when they try something new, they always have to wonder if you will accept what they're trying to do, which means the very act of trying takes a far bigger amount of courage than anyone could ever imagine. However, these attempts will become your favorites' footsteps towards something new, towards a new side of them. Please watch over them so they may shine even brighter on new stages and new frontiers. Which is extremely valid. Like, you may like something about your favorite VTuber, your Oshi, if you will. But do we always say our favorite things about our Oshis or about when they are trying something new? I mean, I spoke up when my Oshi spoke out about body shaming. I'm very happy she actually addressed it on stream. That spread her message so far, and I'm so glad she did that. Thank you, Lily. Oh my god, I wish she would watch this. She's wonderful. Now, the meat. Respect them. Everyone has thoughts and values of their own. We believe that your forms of love and support are as varied as you are. However, we also believe that your desire to support your favorites in whatever they do is the same and just as strong as ours. In the process, you may encounter opinions that may differ from your own perspectives. Instead of disrespecting them, please respect them and understand that they are just different. I actually have a little issue with that framing. We want you all to calmly accept such differences and respect not only your favorites, but also yourself and other members of the community. Your cooperation is essential for us to continue to provide opportunities for our talents to achieve their dreams while respecting their ideas or ideals that they have. We hope we can create a new Hololive production together with our fans as friends who support each other even beyond boundaries. With talents, supporters, and productions hand in hand, let's aim for a community we build together. Which, broadly, I can appreciate the sentiment. I do wish that they were a little more upfront about some things, because it's not like the differences that people have are like what pizza toppings they prefer. It's differences like I say I exist, and then the people that disagree say, no, I don't exist. So, like, I won't talk shit to people in somebody else's chat. Like, should I pop into Shy Lily's chat and then see somebody that I had beef with? I will call it beef. But, like, if I saw somebody that was explicitly anti-trans, but not doing anything transphobic, I wouldn't be calling them transphobic. I would be focusing on my Oshi's stream, because that's why I'm there, right? That's why we're all here, to watch our favorites. And, like, why bring outside shit into it, especially when that streamer doesn't want that kind of stuff brought into their chat or community broadly. So let's get over there.
Are you guys excited for Idol Showdown to drop tomorrow?
Homos in an idol game? No! Forced homo shite!
Leave it to
Oh, wow, this is starting off strong. Nice. I mean, it is 4chan, what do you expect?
Maury to introduce this trash into Hololive.
Start Idol Showdown single player. The first group of items you have to choose from are all Tempest references. Off to a great start with this game. I hope my Oshi never plays it.
Can put in a Tempest reference, but cannot update ASCII to her new model?
The game is just a Trojan horse to get some homo shite on Hololive streams.
Parasitical behavior. Hope the majority of
Homo
girls ignore this
shite?
obvious attempt
What
at
about
begging.
it is
Chelsea
gay?
Beggars told me this was made in 2020. Oh, I was fooled again.
Idol Showdown devs are beggars that are stuck in 2020 for holos, but is present in 2023 for homo.
Make a homo begging kushao vidya. Add the girls, otherwise no one will play his homo begging game. Put the word idol in the name, the absolute state of leeches.
Wow, 4chan is seething.
The new era of fandom. HoloPro unveils new supporter guidelines.
The final yap.
Israel, well, I'll be fricked.
Hololive English is finished.
What was the purpose of this? Why was this necessary?
Hololive rotting continues.
Oh, they're going go woke, go broke.
Is over?
More like VTubing is over.
4chance VT reacts to How Low Life's new supporter guidelines.
Sad news.
Oshi guidelines? The frick?
Not gonna read it. Not gonna follow it.
It's over.
Please, don't hurt people's feelings.
Holy
What the
fuck,
frick is
they're
this shite?
coping
Politely ask
hard.
the internet to stop being hateful.
This is weird. Who is this targeted to?
Did not read, but I blame Omega, Tempest, Crony, and Luxiam.
Maury should be fired.
Well, wrap it up, boys. It's now forbidden to make fun of the Holostars.
This is funnier in hindsight, because it's always fans of the stars that are rude and hostile if you don't unconditionally agree with them.
What kind of nonsensical, live, love, laugh bullshite is this? This means literally nothing.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited.
It literally means
Is this an
respect
obligatory
each other.
Kumbaya post?
Don't bring outside shit
like a
into
bunch of empty
somebody's
bullshit.
stream.
I hope they used ChatGPT to sit out this meaningless drivel instead of paying an actual human being to come up with this.
Did Gura's laziness and everyone's reaction to it prompt this?
This reads as preventive damage control for opening the floodgates for massive homo collabs across all branches.
This document alone has encouraged
I-
me to become a
Oh my god, I would love massive homo collabs across all branches. Love to collab some cheeks. But like I'm small and I get some pretty good collabs. Just saying. Of course, I also don't actively go out too much out of my way to like go after bigger peeps and like, hey, you wanna platform me? I want to talk about how I want to talk about VTubers. Woo! Holy shit, this build is just easy mode. Perhaps I should have played something a little more challenging?
hollow anti. They really shouldn't have said anything.
Only Reddit cucks will follow these rules.
This shite is so dumb. Even Hugbox or Reddit or whatever can't say things this dumb.
Dumb statements like this are always released in response to something else.
Lol, it seems that Cover made that stupid statement because of Green E and Horrell's fault.
Just shut the fudge up and buy our shite. And this is how everything goes to sit.
I wonder what happened behind the scenes to cause this. I bet one or more of the girls has been dirty crying backstage about whatever it is.
Was expecting some formal shite instead of this pointless blabber.
What prompted them to publish
That was
this guideline?
formal.
Pride is approaching, and this is just some woke shite.
This vague corporate feel-good word swap that can be
this is woke shite. Respecting people is woke. What isn't woke to these people? Unironically. Like, can something be progressive without it being woke? Like, for real. Just saying.
interpreted 50 other ways. Just tell us straight what your problem is. Which soup
No,
has
I'll
ticked
tell you
off?
gay what my
Which
problem
anon post
is.
made you cry?
When multi-million-dollar companies create guidelines for customers how to behave and support them like actual NPC.
This is the most delusional, out-of-touch bullshit I've seen a company do this year to customers. I hope whoever is
Haven't you seen what what Tesla's been doing to people? Oh wait, no, what Twitch did to people was like that was the people who they make money off of, all their content creators and stuff. But I mean, there's worse out of touch statements than what Hololive put out there.
Responsible for this gets fired. Who do you think you are? Writing a code of conduct for benefactors voluntarily donating money to you.
This is freaking embarrassing. And if Niji or any other non-VTuber related
just like an
company put out a
updated,
guidebook that essentially boils down to just enjoy and
Bolshevism?
offer only
Yeah.
platitudes, it would be rightfully mocked.
Cultural
You can't
Marxism.
stop me from sitting on the...
Fudge you, Yagho. I will never accept beggars.
Obey the big brother while he shites on your plate.
They really put this up just before the collabs. Lol. Lamau even.
It's definitely about Holostar's collabs. But look, Cover, you can't force people to be into that shite by trying to appeal to their better nature. I can't turn myself into someone who will enjoy watching my Oshi flirt with dudes on the stream unless I castrate myself.
It's like they...
Holy fuck, dude. Get out of the parasocial relationship, like, you can't even listen to your Oshi talk to a dude without, holy fuck, like, this is why you should touch grass. This is why, that sentiment is why people tell people to touch grass. They need to go outside and engage with the real life, the real world, just a little bit more. Just a little bit.
They memory hold the absolute absence in viewship when they banned Hollows from streaming over Homos 3Ds.
We thought Omega was gone, but they just promoted him.
The war have begun.
Cover notices a friction building up between the unicorn, gachakoi, goslings, and beggars. Releases unity statement. HoloChat bases infighting intensifies even more. Nice work, Cover Corporation. Real
true.
nice of you.
How in the world are they so out of touch with the fan base? Do they need an actual slap to the face to make them realize all the fudge-ups?
Oh, I just want to say that I really dislike a lot of 4chan, but they got some gems. You know, broken clocks and all that.
They've done. They've made more schisms in the community than help fix it. Now with this announcement essentially telling to slop up the mediocrity they put out.
They are so clueless. The cucks will eat up anything anyway.
Reacting
no
to
need to stir
content
shite
like
up
the
for no
plague.
reason.
No, I'm playing this game.
If they really think they can change a unicorn or a beggar's opinion with a "Pwetty please, don't be mean," they are
me
freaking
playing.
retarded.
Literally failed PR 101. A PR move needs freaking goal or a
I
crisis
know
to
that there are
resolve.
people
This
that
is just
don't
them
like
fighting
that don't like unrelated gameplay over stream or like over something I'm talking about, but like I'm gonna be real, it is so goddamn hard for me to just sit still and listen to these arguments without like having some other kind of focus. At least with Rev's videos, he's, you know, a little more entertaining to watch. Got a nice voice. This one, oh my god, it's like text-to-speech voice. People love that, don't they?
Ghost and causing more resentment in their consumer base.
The guidelines, just like the Geneva Conventions.
For clock is slow.
Sapling status? I don't understand. Fauna just lectured me about not seeing her and other VTubers
I was taking a sip. How dare you put
but
that
now
chat
Cover
message
is
at
telling
that
me they
time?
want me to be my friend. Which is it?
Stop being her fan is the logical answer.
I don't know how people can take these press releases seriously or Corpo VTubers seriously. They're both jokes, and the reason why this industry will die in 5 years. Coddling literal millionaires at this point and acting like they've had it hard, reading some mean tweets. God damn, man, could you imagine any of these pussies being around during the real turbulent internet times of the late 2000s and early 10s? So many freaking losers who are VTubers nowadays would no longer be on the internet, and that's how it freaking should be.
Ooh, that's an interesting take. That's the kind of person I'd love to talk with on stream. They would be so entertaining to talk to. But on the other hand, I really don't think I should platform somebody like that. Mostly because it would be quite ableist of me to, you know, just shit on them completely. Like, I mean, that's why I didn't end up making a segment out of watching that one video of what's her name. Not going to be naming her directly because, like, we don't need to start extra shit. But I mean, if she hasn't been in chat and hasn't been starting shit, I don't need to perpetuate anything.
Someone short sells cover shares. Cover immediately publishes obnoxious tweet. Adults are so dirty.
If you think about it, Cover as a company is taking a reputation hit every time they release their FY reports containing Holostars, because it shows the sheer difference. After the IPO, it's an even bigger pressure for them to either figure out how to incline Holostars or get rid of them. So it doesn't surprise me if they're going for an out-of-the-blue Hail Mary attempt to help them.
The only times that management actually talk about things suddenly, both of them were when Holo Council members were ridiculed. When Mori, Gura, Amy, or Kiara get into hot water, they take it head on. Built different.
Why doesn't Cover do something to actually make their EN fans happy? Something isn't right with how they are.
Oh
acting,
yeah, I
and the huge
unironically
decline
love
reflects that.
touching grass.
Even when
It
people hated
literally
on Kiara
feels
or Mori,
nice.
it wasn't this bad. How did Tempest make the EN community so toxic? And why won't Cover do anything to make the fans happy?
Something was really rotten in EN man.
Why won't Cover do anything to make the fans happy? Oh my god. Big brain, big brain.
Management for a long time. That much is just blatantly obvious. And we can only hope that Job-sama is cleaning house. We're kind of fudged otherwise.
It's the Western mentality of always being right and the paying customer being wrong. They would rather lose money and have the high ground than giving the customer what they want. Look,
Like, a lot of these arguments are coming from a place of not realizing that companies passively endorsing queers is appealing to the broader audience. They want... Who the fuck texted me? I'm live. You leave me alone. Companies want to... Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, I actually needed those. Pog! Now I don't get those enemy spawns, but still. I'll kill bosses faster now. Yeah, I'm gonna extract that one. But yeah, rainbow capitalism, good thing, actually. It's a passive endorsement that we're the majority, because, you know, companies want to make the most money possible, and to do that, they got to appeal to the broadest people. And guess what? Most people are progressive. Turns out.
look at every other entertainment niche. It also happened from video games to comics to tabletops.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
always the
don't blame you,
customer who is
Rico.
the bad guy who just don't want to have the privilege of
My head
eating the
hurts too.
shite
That's
they
why I
live
have to play Diablo
So,
while
which
listening
Holomem
to
had the
this shit.
melty at the office that brought this on?
Crony collab with Tempest scheduled. Cries to Minachon. A very bitchy statement come. Unfortunately, idol culture is a thing. Crony collab with Tempest scheduled. Gets bitched on, cries to Minachon. This guideline statement. Funny timing and coincidence.
Did Fauna ask the management to release this?
What is this cuckshite now?
Someone told her fans recently that
we cannot be friends and we shouldn't be friends.
Cover put out an announcement saying, "We hope to create a new aspect of Hololive production together with our fans as friends."
Now that I remember, didn't they also come with the same "please understand they're different" speech when that Clockoral started banning everyone who said they didn't like watching her collab with Holostars?
Yeah, like that tweet about talents being allowed to do what they want to do. That just so happened to appear after Crony collabing with Tempest.
This whole PR stunt is probably for the Clock Coral and the Green.
What the fuck happened with those collabs? Is it people being pissy that their Oshi is doing something they don't like? Because, you know, streamers and content creators are independent people that can make the content they like, that they want to make. It's like literally the best part about being a content creator. Or it's one of the better parts. Wouldn't say it's the best. For me, the best part is actually developing that connection with my community around me. And watching it grow day by day.
Horrell, who recently fudged up. Land Whale and Clock Horrell has a male collab setup, if I remember correctly. So this is just preemptive firefighting.
Fauna, I am freaking disappointed. You can't face your fans and wanted management to put out the fire for you?
This is a blatant call-out, LMAO. An official Hololive announcement is stressing that your fans are your friends. It's not a coincidence that this drops right after
Yeah,
Fauna
I'm gonna
had her
agree.
yap.
That one's pretty sus.
Which is it? Random management post? Preparing...
Your fans are not your friends. That is something that's got to be That's got to be made more apparent because that plays into the unhealthy parasocial relationships that VTubers are extreme or extra susceptible to, or VTuber fans, I should say, rather than VTubers specifically. But yes, we are also affected by the parasocial relationship from the other side. It is. Oh, it is interesting. I'm not going to lie. Like, the bigger you grow, the more alone you feel. It's like, what the fuck? It's so weird.
For the TTRPG collab, fauna related?
It's obviously been worked on for a while, probably since the Where the Frick is Ian 3, when the second homos were announced.
I wonder if someone will specifically call out the beggars in the replies.
A sticky. This is definitely EN related. There is no way this is not related to fauna.
She's not powerful or relevant enough to be the catalyst for a new set of official fan guidelines.
You'd think Crony wasn't powerful enough to get the entire Ian account tweeting about how talents manage their individual brand. But here we are.
Did Fauna really cry to her managers about the Skawi online people? I've already know that normies are spineless, piss drops against the wind, but a company enforcing this kind of kindergarten go-happy mindset is pissing me off. I don't give a frick about what Fauna said to her fans, but I'm so tired of this NPC everything you say is a law herd behavior.
They put in a Gura section.
This is disgusting, beta male cuck bullshit.
Looks like VTubing has been killed by Westies.
Took longer than
Holy
expected. I almost feel ill for reading it.
Western positivity garbage. The fan base is already enough of a hugbox echo chamber.
But
We
if
don't need
someone
more
on
of
a
that.
pedestal is just
Cover has finally gone full
distancing.
leftist woke.
Hang in there!
Yeah, Tempest.
It's just
They don't
as
even have the
distancing
shame
as
to
putting them
remember
below.
that
Yeah,
VTubers
that's
are nothing
actually
more
true.
than anime avatar emotional
Like,
prostitutes
it's
that get money for playing
seen
video game
at-
and pretending to be cute. The arrogance of
It's
Hololive management is
seen
unreal.
as
You're
like.
not allowed to voice your criticism.
Shut up a second. It is seen as not bad because you're, or by the person that's doing it because of what's it? Because they think they're glorifying that person, but in reality they're actually distancing themselves just as much. You're right.
Behave like a good ATM and donate to them mindlessly. Pathetic move.
How about your EN talents actually freaking stream?
Okay, that one's donate to them and no, dude, that's literally not what they said. But of course, 4chan is definitely going to be understanding what was actually posted there. 4chan is known for being very, very susceptible to listening to nuance. Oh, nice. One more Unity and I can use that. Actually, I forgot because I'm a derp. Templar. Scoundrel, you're my friend now. Hey, I said you're my friend now. We're getting soft tacos later. You can have that. You can have that. No. That's mine. You can have that. Monk. Ah, fine. Because, like, I keep forgetting you have the mercenary system.
Don't openly shite on their fans and stop collabing with your no-talent homos. How about that cover?
You, the paying customer, cannot criticize
Yeah,
them in
I
any
know,
shape or
right?
form. Only we
Do I
manage
really
this
need to
and
go
do
through
that.
the whole
Just keep your
video?
head down.
Plus,
Don't
it's
ask
also
questions and
sped
keep
up,
buying
too.
that
It's like
merch.
1.25.
At such times, instead of focusing on their failures, we should encourage our favorites by saying, hang in there, or tomorrow will be better. Once they finally achieve their goal, praise them saying, congratulations, good job. All Mao, literal NPC guidebook.
The failure is...
Support us unconditionally and never question it? No.
I hope that as friends, you also respect the wishes of those that don't want to consume the homo-shite sandwich you try to force your friend to make.
Nobody's asking you to eat it. Just don't be a cunt about it in their chat. They're saying don't bring up the... What's it? The gay agenda or the anti-gay agenda. Just... Oh, nice. That's what I want. Or that's one of the things I like. Yeah, they're just saying don't be a cunt to each other in chat. So bad. Ah.
I don't really understand this. Will this be enforced?
By the
in
way,
any
you're not allowed to
capacity?
talk about this
Like
level.
what?
this level doesn't exist and you're not watching me stream it.
Explaining that
I'd
your
get
latest
banned
comment
if I
was too
did.
long. But that sentiment analysis judged it with 80% accuracy to be a positive evaluation of the talent in question that could instead have taken the simplified form of, I like this, as per the watch over them guideline, and is therefore suggested for you to post as such next time. Otherwise, you'll have limited access to membership wallpapers next month. You will be informed of these
If
limits
it was
upon
stretched
failure
out
to
to a
comply.
single frame,
Long-winded
that
way
might
of saying,
dilute it
give
enough
money
to
but expect nothing in return.
some shit.
We're about to piss off a bunch of you.
Is that
But
what you
please be respectful and give money, please.
Your streamers that you hire don't stream. It's either that, or they're just blatantly hostile or retarded out of nowhere. People say some mean things or heavily criticize them on the internet. Expect everyone to join in on your goo goo gaga happy sugar cinnamon fun time. Nah, just be better.
If you don't watch and support Horse and be their cuck, you're la heckin' wrong, Chud. I made for sucking male cock, except yours, though. How dare you stop supporting me? I'm entitled to your money.
Cover likes its fans having a cult-like
Holy
treatment of it
fuck,
because
the
it makes them want to
coping
not ask
of these
questions,
guys.
just consume product and get excited for next product. If they think they're basically God to the fans, then that's what makes them do shite like this. You wouldn't hear a McDonald's employee getting uppity about having
Like
a
the
respectful
Yandere
tone to the staff
Simulator
working there and to not dare
subreddit
criticize
is
anything at all about the
presumably
food ever.
pro-North
But that's what
Korea?
Cover wants you to do. It's laughable.
Cover
Interesting.
want us to sit and listen to the girls take routics from their investors, while we
Ghost
pay for
cow.
them to do it with super chats.
Tell my lazy Oshi to stream more if she wants me to support her.
Change Oshis.
No. I will anti her until she makes me love her again.
Please.
Boom. Right there. That is the danger of the parasocial relationship. If they fall so deeply into that relationship and then they don't get what they want that they feel entitled to, they can become some of your biggest attackers, even though they were your biggest fan. If things aren't done the way they like it, not good enough for them.
Please be a nice cock and give us your money.
That part sounds like we're going to try some bullshit. Please don't hate us.
Don't tell me. They're going to let the EN members talk about politics? This time it's definitely the talent's ideas.
Please let the girls collab with the homos. Please don't.
Oh, how horrible. People talking about politics because it's something they're interested in. Like, you don't care about your Oshi if you will not let them talk about the things they want to talk about. I mean, I have been told by pretty reliable people, I would say, on oh fuck, it was on stream too. Suris had talked with me on stream and he had mentioned that there were corpo connections he had that complained to him about not being able to talk about specific things because of their contracts. So, I mean, the contracts do play a role, but there are certainly VTubers, look at me, who like talking about politics. And there are VTubers that are growing because of that. Again, look at me. You all know me. I want that clout.
Fire the invisible gun.
I will fire a visible long-range cruise missile.
Not gonna watch any homos. Not gonna buy acrylic shite. Suck Maddox, Yago. I'll say whatever I want, you
The word
finishing
omits
queer.
the word.
I will never surrender. I don't compromise with evil.
Beggars on suicide watch.
That won't affect them because they never supported anyone in the first place. Just there to destroy things.
You must not question. You must not complain. You will consume the homo stars and you will like it.
Please show respect to holos who wish to collab with men, e-celebs, and Nija-sanjiz/V-shoujos.
Oh my god, how atrocious of them. Collabing with men? Oh, just... Oh. But really, it's... just fucking cucks. That's all it is. And yeah, I'm actually going to call them that. Because, like, I'm not bound by Twitch TOS anymore. I can call people things a little meaner now. But obviously, I don't want to go into slur territory, even if it's like, honestly, 50-50 on YouTube, whether or not you get taken down for it.
Please stay subscribed to them and send them money in the form of super chats and merch purchases. No, I don't think I will.
If a holo collabs with a male, I'll just become an anti. Simple as.
Frick yourself, Cover. If my Oshi pulls a crony and does 2 back-to-back homo collabs, I'm dumping her. no
Holy
support or
shit.
watching over, and especially no respect. Keep that
Yeah,
image
I mean,
clean,
I warned
shiny
you guys,
shows over
this-
everyone
this is
scams the
the-
company and leeches fame from the OGs who built it up from the
All
ground.
of the internet.
Does Hololive really not understand that their whole shtick is cute girls doing cute things?
It's literally, let the girls do the content they want, which includes CGDC.
CGDCC cannot exist in the same space as homo collabs. You know this, sister. That's why you keep begging for them.
On one
What?
thing, it's just, be nice to each others. But on another, this part is pretty sus. New challenges take a tremendous amount of courage. Your favorites gain great strength when you say, I like this, about them. So when they try something new, they always have to wonder if you will accept what they're trying to do.
Sounds like they want to try something extraordinary. Something that
Holy fuck. It's like, of course they don't realize how actually fucking scary it is to have an established brand and then be like, I want to try out this thing new that interests me. And then having their regular community be like, no, that's a dumb idea. You shouldn't do that. That's going to take a toll on their mental health. And that even if they pursue what they were... am I done? No, I'm not done yet. Even if they did continue to pursue those plans, it would still, well, be impacted by that with their mental health. I don't know. I like my Oshis having the best content they can. And in order to put out the best content you can, you got to be in the right mindset. So really ask yourself, what's more important to you, the content or the creator? If you're going to call somebody your Oshi, but then be like, no, I'm going to be an anti if they make this specific type of content, then you don't care about your Oshi. You just care about what you think your relationship with the Oshi is. And you're just a selfish cunt. Turn into an NPC at that point. And shut the fuck up. Or go find a different person. Go find some other fandom to be a part of.
fans would not like and making preparations for damage control.
I will Kiao-ani these folks the moment my Oshi collabs with a homo.
It seems like they are trying to create a hug box of positivity.
Wait, what
If they want
about
fans to
Eddie
express
and
encouragement
Fauna?
for things they like, then expect discouragement for things they dislike.
Damage control, probably? They're already expecting
Does
significant
Oshi
fan
mean
backlash.
favorite? Yes, it
We are
means
planning to roll
favorite.
out some cuckoldry projects for Halloween. We will be happy if you... No.
This is just a generic. Please
It
be
is-
nice. Post.
Oshi is a term from JP VTuber communities, I want to say. Ah, bitch. But yeah, it essentially just means favorite VTuber. The one you like the most out of them all? I don't know, I'm just Baka Gaijin, so maybe I'm watering down that term too, like I water down pedos. Because, you know, I'm anti-lolicon.
But it reads like literal cult indoctrination.
Preemptive damage control for something the fans wouldn't like. Considering how stupid the decisions were made for the past year and a half, it's gonna be something even more stupid for the sake of...
Okay,
we're
chat, we
trying
can talk
something
about the game
different.
again.
The fact that they decided to post this out of the blue signals that they might be thinking about doing something extremely stupid in the near future.
The last time they posted something like this, it was when Crony decided to own the ink cells. It was followed by a month of spammed homo collabs by half of Holo EN.
I want to learn
It's
about
suspicious
that.
when someone says something along the lines of, you'll be nice to me no matter what, right? It's nervous behavior, makes it seem like they're about to do something they know you won't like.
Looking forward to what's gonna come after this.
I mean, sure, criticize behavior you don't like, but don't turn into a harassing anti if they proceed to do it anyways. If it's such a big problem to you, go find a different Oshi. Oh, God damn it. Go find somebody else to like. There's over 160,000 VTubers. Not just one out there for you. And if there isn't one out there for your specific tastes, oh my God, I think you just came up with a VTuber concept for yourself. Or, then give it a try. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll want to be a VTuber. Maybe you'll experience the shit that you've put your Oshis through. Interesting. Isn't it? Most people, will they do that? No. They just want to sit on their high horses and talk about things that they don't fully know about. Granted, I do that too, but I like to think that I'm a little more reasonable. I'm not going to turn into a complete harasser over disagreements. Fucking shielding. It makes enemies take so much longer to die and just wastes my time. It's not that's not depth to game. Holy shit.
Such a blatant sign of something terrible to come.
Mandatory mixed collabs for all talents are coming up. Yagho really loves his homos to the extent of bankrupting his own company to give them a hand.
So, which girls are going to start collabing with homos soon?
Must be someone big if they think they have to up their last comment.
Who are the homos they're referring to? Can I be the homos they're referring to? Please?
On it and expect huge fallout.
Gura Tempest collab imminent.
Marine is going to be forced to collab with Holostars, and you will have to say, I like it, to appease the children in cover management.
Defending their
What
thesis
prompted
on
this?
gaming.
Is something about to happen?
Holostars?
They're getting ready to release Tempest 3.
Oh my god, they're actually debuting Tempest 3 before EN3?
If they do that, they are literally the biggest EN antis. Also, I'll make sure to sit up the posts about them hating female streamers and being sexists.
It's EN3. Management is here, and they know how we discussed about EN3 will be forced to collab with Homostars by Homo Beggars in debut.
Tempest once again makes things awkward and awful for Hololive.
I thought
they
had
a
been
mixed gen is coming.
Holostars.
LMAO. Either that or a transsexual is going to be in the mix. Maybe even.
The OP actually censored that? Holy shit, that's more character from 4chan than I expected. I guess our chemicals in the water are really helping. They're spreading the gay agenda.
Even both, something bad is going to happen. Hilarity inbounds.
They can bring all the men they want. I know for a fact my Oshi is not going to collab with them, so I can sleep at peace.
Neil!
Let's dine together, brothers.
Oh my
For
god,
the cute
the
girls that don't
incel
push the homo
culture
agenda.
here.
Can't wait to meet the cute girls, male, in EN3.
The JP Hollows are replying to the statement. What's going on? This is forced as fricks. Are we being braced for a mixed gen debut?
If you didn't think Cover was going to push the homos towards the girls even more, you have been not paying attention for the past year.
Come on, Cover, don't do anything stupid. You wouldn't have to prep and massage your fan base if you just acted fricking normal. You're an idol company. Your popular product is female idol gamer streamer girls. Just be happy with that and focus on it.
Hololive EN is dead. It's over. Your Oshi will be sucking male cock live, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Maybe yours will.
I mean, holy fuck, they're so angry. Oh my god, I can just imagine Henya's supporters when she accidentally lets slip that she actually has kids IRL. Because she did confirm that on stream. I saw a clip of that. I don't have it access to me, but search it up. It's literally clipped out there.
But Gora will never. She's the last bastion of CGDCT.
If my Oshi was ever given the opportunity to suck male cock live, on stream, she would shoot up all of Hololive headquarters and then herself.
My god, I would
Respect is earned,
so
not
love
begged
to
for.
collab with
Respect
Gura
my
just to
dust in your
piss
face.
off
You can respectfully
like
put my dick in your
everybody
mouth
on the
unless you
internet.
deliver exactly
I'd
what I
piss
ask
off
for
the
in one single
antis,
sentence.
I'd
You uppity
piss off
clowns.
the
Please
pros,
respect everyone.
I'd
No.
piss off
Please watch Holostars.
the
Lols don't care.
anti-wokesters.
If they do something I don't like, I shite on them. That is my God-given right, and there isn't a goddamn thing they can do about it.
I will not! Stop trap!
Well, I mean, you can shit on them all you like, but if you try to do it in their chats or in their communities, they do have something they can do about it. You know, enforce their own community's terms of service. I do that too. It's not a bad thing to have at least some kind of rules of decency for the platform you're engaging with or the communities you're engaging with. Unless you just want to be able to slap fight in like anywhere because you don't care about people. You just want to spread anger. Just want to keep smacking people because that's fun to you. There's communities for that, you know. I mean, they do know. They're on 4chan.
Trash talking Aqua, I will not! Stop calling her out, I will not! Talk nicely about her. Respect is something you earn.
What was I implying with the collab statement? What do you mean? Like the Gura collab? I would 100% collab with her and talk with her. She'd be awesome to talk to. I think she's really funny. But I'm also anti-lolicon, and a lot of viewers of mine, a lot of my orbiters in my on Twitter and stuff are antis as well. So a lot of people would be pretty upset with me just engaging with Gura directly. Ah, fuck. And then a lot of these anti-wokesters, like from 4chan, would be so pissed that Gura is collaborating with a Troon. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I have a defensive ability. Chat, remind me I have a defensive ability. Thank you, chat. Back to the toxic.
Earn, not asked for? And Aqua has not done anything to earn my respect lately. And yes, she is my Oshi.
Make sure you stop and consult the Hololive Production Supporter Guidelines TM before you make a post on VT Anons.
Gura would support me sitting on the...
I'm glad Hololive finally respects my opinion that Ame, Ina, Crony, and Fauna can all fudge off.
All hearts should be terminated. And Fauna, Ame, and Crony need to publicly apologize for disrespecting their fans. These are my thoughts. Respect them.
Wait. What? How did they disrespect their fans? I'm glad Hollow finally respects my opinion that Ame, Ina, Crony, and Fauna can fuck off and Gura should stream more.
Ame, Ina, Crony, and Fauna can all fudge off.
All sharks should be terminated.
All homo sharks should be terminated and Fauna public apologize for disrespecting their fans. That's what I'm curious about. How did they disrespect their fans? It's like I don't keep up with like every agency goings on. I mean, if I could stream full time as like my source of income, I'd be paying attention.
And Fauna, Ame, and Crony need to publicly apologize for disrespecting their fans. These are my thoughts. Respect them.
Cover acting like Chubas are perfect angels who never shite on their fans is ridiculous.
We want you all to calmly accept such differences and respect not only your favorites, but also other members. Fudge you. I will not respect beggars.
Expecting respect? When it's supposed to be earned? They want respect? Then respect what the fans...
Oh, hey, Nessie. You walked into 4chan reactions to Hololive supporter guidelines where they said respect each other when engaging with the community. And 4chan is seething. Holy shit. Oops, no, not that. That.
also want.
I can't respect someone who desperately wants to ram holostars down my throat. Respect the customer first, and only then you can expect respect back.
Beggars and unicorns are going to think this is about the other side.
I feel like this will be more useful for unicorns since they're usually the ones getting sit on.
All they need to say is, stop collab begging and respect talent's decision and opinion. So many sideways marketing language from the old era.
Wow,
Yeah,
is
that's
Cover
true.
actually telling beggars to stop being so damn mean? These mafakas are rude as sit whenever encountered with a different opinion than their own. And now Cover is seemingly telling those people to chill the fudge out?
This is directed towards beggars because those mafaka are mean as hell and always dogpile on anyone who says they dislike cross-gender collabs.
Just know this applied to Tempest, too. If you don't watch Tempest, you'd be beaten to death by cover police.
Stop pushing homo collabs. No one cares about your nigification guidelines.
Unicorns leaving will damage heavily the revenue and prospects of Hololive. Beggars leaving will change literally nothing. Absolutely nothing. You won't even see a drop in CCV, potentially a rise of it. Even for Tempest. Probably especially for Tempest.
You may encounter opinions that may differ from your own. Please respect them. We want you all to calmly accept such differences. Interesting. That means I can safely say I'm dissatisfied with something and don't expect to be immediately attacked by an angry mob of simps, right?
Even though it's just a whole big TLDR of be nice and friendly, I can see beggars purposefully misunderstand this to push their own agenda.
And of course they play the racial part too. That's... Oh, they don't care about looking good. They just care about making fun of people they don't like. That's 4chan for you.
It's clearly about begging. In the process, you may encounter opinions that may differ from your own. Please respect them and understand that they are just different. There is only one side openly going. If you would prefer that homo collabs wouldn't happen, you are an ink.
There's only one side openly going? Bro, are you talking about the culture war with queer people? Or is that specifically about like the agencies and how they interact with each other? Because like there's only one side pushing the culture war, the other side's just responding to it and trying to damage control misinformation.
Sell nutgy and also a repressed homosexual.
This goes both ways. If I say hollow eants and homo stars are waste of resources, then they have to respect my opinion as well. You must respect all the shite
PNG
people, but we
tubers
won't respect
uprising,
you, and you will eat up
unironically.
more homo collabs.
I will go even further. Not only will I respect them, I'll pay them tribute. Every single one of them shall receive tribute. JP, ID, EN, Achan, Nodoka, Stars, EN Stars, the future ID stars that are currently triple penetrating Kobo's clidless pushe. Even Yagu himself. I shall cover them in my tribute.
Does this have to do with Hololive and HoloStar's EN accounts merging into one EN Twitter? No. This is all based around what's it? This tweet. I read through this full guidelines before we jumped into the toxicity, but oh my god. Wow.
And we shall cherish it. Hallelujah. We are not children, and Cover is not some gurus. It's freaking insane for an entertainment company to lecture audience. Not to mention Cover fudged up too many times to be a wise advisor.
Imagine you run a business and tell all your customers what's right and wrong, and ask them to correct their values and stuff. Worse?
You know, what's funny is this is coming from a conservative site. I'm putting that lightly, by the way. 4chan being conservative. Oh my god, they're far right. But, like, these are the same people that defended or these are the same types of people, I don't know if they're the exact same people, that defended, like, a bakery for refusing to do a cake for a gay wedding. Because, like, personal freedoms and all that. And it's like, you're running a business. That's okay. I don't know about the explicit laws in their state about things, but if you tried to do that in Canada, you'd have your business license revoked because that would be explicitly targeting people or denying service based on immutable characteristics, i.e., in this case, gay, which would be essentially an attack on their sexual identity.
PR possible.
Stop shooting at me,
This,
bitch.
we are here on our own
Changing
freaking
things.
merit, consuming their repetitive junk food medium they cynically exploit feelings with to monetize. They, the ones running a gachakoi farming scheme, are the last people to have some merit to try to tell anyone what to do. They are the last ones to tell anyone to be respectful. They disrespect us by freaking existing and doing what they're doing with straight faces. They are not good people. We just put up with it because for most of us, this is free fun entertainment. The ones who take it more seriously are in fact the ones. They should be most careful not to get on a high horse over.
Yes, unironically, Hololive said be nice and support and respect each other, and 4chan decided we're going to have a meltdown. It's pretty fucking funny to me.
Holo EN management, proving yet again it does not understand the true nature of what it is they're really doing here and what their audience wants and how it runs.
Management should first practice.
Oh my god, it's almost like they're a
the ones who
new
act like
company
children and have the
that hasn't
audacity
been
to
around
lecture
for
the fan
decades
base.
and decades and decades.
I am laughing.
Respect would have been investing some reasonable amount of the money that fans spent on Holo EN into supporting Holo EN. Perhaps by hiring at least a second permissions guy, or even a couple of English-speaking general technical support staff. Instead, they spent it on 2 generations of garbage nobody asked for, and lit the rest on fire to work on a garbage-crashing Genshin clone that will literally...
To be fair, to be completely fair, all VTubing is garbage that nobody asked for, but hey, we're all happy it's here, aren't we? Or at least those of us that are actually fans of VTubing are glad it's around, despite not explicitly asking for it. Honestly, the origins of VTubing was very interesting for me to go through. Go check out that video. It's somewhere in my past videos.
never ship.
We believe it's important not to force those values onto others.
What
Yet,
two gens are they talking
they'll try
about?
to shove Hololive
I
down
have
everyone's
no
throat
idea.
at
I don't
every
know
opportunity
about.
possible.
How?
I gotta
New
find out
policy
more.
for overlap ban for homos despite them not having any share in the audience. Insane shilling on Reddit with Discord folks pushing homo posts and downvoting Holo JP ones. Moderation shutting down the entire subreddit because a freaking Discord told her to, causing a lot of posts about a May birthday to not be able to be posted. Blatant holo aunties and beggars who don't even watch the girls allowed to run rampant on the subreddit without even getting banned. Girls not allowed to shut down super chats, and beggars asking about homo collabs.
Do people have to watch every? Do people have to watch every? Oops. every single stream and drop tons of money constantly in order to be considered real fans. Fucking wow. Totally not surprised a fucking unicorn has that kind of opinion.
Could not do the same about beggars, indicating corporate policy. Same with Iris. Axel bragging about how much support and funds they're getting, while Gura's getting all her projects canceled, her 3D live gutted, and having to go over her own management and talk to JP to get her freaking Dakimakura released. Tempest 2, a mere 6 months after Tempest 1. Still no freaking signs EN3, it's been 2 freaking years.
Worst management team in the history of management.
Where love exists, so does hate. It's perfectly natural considering that each one of us has come up in a different environment. What is obvious to one may not be obvious to another, and this difference shows up in all kinds of ways. Translation: Omega is seething.
Beyond boundaries, gender, Omega's hands are behind this. He is still alive.
He most definitely is. This whole article is just oozing stain that only...
They're so mad that they said genders. Oh my god. You can't mention gender at all. Otherwise, all they said was there's a diversity of genders. Oh my god, they're just seething. Delicious.
He could excrete.
I thought Omega got fired?
Oh, no, no, no.
No one watches the homos. Stop bringing up gender.
Don't treat the symptoms, cure the disease. Separate all the male brands and sell them to an independent subject. That will solve all the gender issues.
Are we going to pretend now that this isn't an extremely subtle way of saying, let them collab with Stars and Sid on your adoration, because you should respect their choices?
Sometimes I wonder if Cover got so big that they forgot why they are...
Actually, yeah, that was their way of saying, let your Oshis do what they want, because that'll lead to the best kind of content. Content that they're excited to make, like their fucking 3D debuts, like their concerts and all that stuff. Those come across so much better. Like Gura's song Reflect. Holy shit, that was really good. I want to hear more of that. Even though I don't really like the aesthetic personally of well, like very petite.
So popular. All they need to do is to play cute and pretend male VTubers don't exist, then swim in money. This is so stupid.
The fact that they explicitly mention transcending gender makes their
Oh,
PSA
so
look like a forward to them doing something really controversial.
Our
Most likely
demographic
something
of
to do
people
with the
should be
stars or males in
treated like they
general.
don't exist.
My guess
It's almost
is that
like
at the bare minimum,
people just want to
EN3
shit
is
on
going to
men
come out
more.
with a trans or non-binary person in it. Tempuke or EN3 being a mixed gen, however, would stir up a shitstorm beyond imagination. When Tempoop got released, even the yes men on Reddit were fuming to the point they had to lock it for a while. Imagine if they release a third homo EN gen without even a hint about the status of EN3, or if EN3 turns out to be a mixed gen.
Are you ready for mixed gen holos?
Ready to leave the Hololive community for good?
Now that the dust has respectfully settled, what was that all about?
Please don't hate Mos!
That refers to not shite on people who are against homo collabs and other howrish activities.
Respect beggars and the horse who cater to them? No! Hololive is unironically finished. It's over, Holochuds.
Oh,
the idol company
my
you failed to
god.
protect is now going the way.
Fucking Hololive is totally finished. The biggest fucking VTuber agency in the world is over and done with because they mentioned genders and respect each other.
Way of Nija-sanji. Then again, all Jap corpos fall under this NPC autism that any self-respecting man would bolt from.
You will enjoy the males. You will enjoy the mixed collabs. You will enjoy the bi-monthly stream. You will enjoy the new Homostars EN Gen Tempuke. You will wait another 2 years for EN3, which will be mixed and diverse.
Mixed and diverse. That just means they only want white and Japanese women? Is that what you want? Like only those types of people in Hololive? That honestly, that's pretty boring. That's why I like that there's diversity. Oh my god, scary word, diversity. This scary, scary word. I am glad you're feeling better. So they're saying there's a chance.
Cover shouldn't have alienated their core fan base, unicorns, that keep getting stabbed in the back by management that hates them, and talents that see them as nothing but ATMs.
Homo EN3, a mixed gen, take your pick.
They only see them as ATM. They see their fans as ATMs. I mean, the fans that are complaining about being seen as ATMs are also seeing their Oshis as nothing but content farms and nothing else. Like, you guys can treat each other like people, you know, right? There are people that do want to be explicitly dehumanized, but in a broad sense, you don't do that to people unless you know that's what they want. Goddamn Cap, get on the bottle.
There is no good future.
Don't worry, we're
Cover's
almost done
PR
this
headquarters should be
toxicity.
replaced. Time to pack your bags, boys. Early birds, get out peacefully.
It's time to push back, defend what you enjoy.
Hey, 4chan, how does it feel to know another guy cream pied your Oshi? That's what I thought when Henya had let it slip that she has kids. Because obviously there was a ton of people that were mauling over that because they want their Oshi to be pure so that they can one day maybe, when not really, they can't. Life over a few seconds. Increase. Yeah, that'll be nice actually. Ooh, I love that. What's that? Ooh, I like pig sticker. That's a good one to have. Specifically because it is very, very fast. Don't need it. Put that there, put that there. I have to wonder if those people are actually fans. I mean, they're the kind of people that gatekeep. You're not really a fan of like Gura unless you watch every single stream and super chat every single stream. But then they're the real fans who don't see Gura as a person and that makes content. They just see the content and they live in their delusion. Yep, no true Scotsman. True. Oh god, I really wish I had Diablo 4, but, you know, broke.
What Hololive has been for the last 4
I promise
years for
we're almost
you
done the
and many
toxicity.
people is special and deserves to be preserved.
I hope.
Ignore shills and interns. They are not here for your Oshi or the fans. As for Redditors, they are unaware, incapable of seeing beyond their respect
I mean, unicorns are not there for their Oshis.
talent good mantra.
After thinking about this brain-dead announcement for a bit, I think it's possible that management did it just to placate men Harris.
Wait, there's people bitching about Hogwarts Legacy again.
Even the best EN VTuber is a complete
Fucking
disaster. These
peepees.
ethos don't know how to freaking behave.
Nah, ID can fudge off too.
Imagine if the announcement not due to mixed gen, but actually Holostars completely separated, and no supported through cover financials. They have so many highly risky projects like 3D Studio, Hollow Earth for them to risk losing huge chunk of audience by trying something this risky.
That would be too good to ever happen.
Doesn't it seem like the fan guidelines are asking beggars to stop attacking unicorns, though?
We cannot be friends, and we shouldn't be friends.
Okay. That is an interesting way to finish that video. Peepees, no. Yeah. Goddamn peepees. Like, why do they gotta ruin everything? Not any meltdowns, but a petition being spread listing every streamer who streamed the game. And it's something new that it's not that website that was already taken down. Frankly, I think Hassan should have streamed the game. People just got way too vitriolic over that IMO. I should have been way more vocal about it, but I mean, like, as drama unfolds and discourse unfolds, you don't know how prevalent it is going to be going forward. Holy shit. And it's also hard to tell what's actually taboo to talk about in the VTuber communities and stuff. Because, like, I thought it was taboo to talk about past lives of VTubers. I learned that with my what's it? With my Kiryu Coco gave advice to a viewer video. That one got a lot of dislikes. I don't know why specifically, but I mean, I get the vibe, like I get the feeling that it was people being mad that I was talking about Kiryu Coco when there's a when she's got a new VTuber persona going on. She had reincarnated, if you will. PP's completely ignored benchmarking sites that are still benchmarking the game? Huh. I actually didn't know that one. I didn't even know people were still talking about it. I know some people have come to me about it specifically. I've reached out to some people specifically. But not everybody actually wanted to share their experiences with me. That is just how it goes. Of course, I'm not going to force anybody to be like, share your shit with me. I got to make videos about it. No, if they're open to letting me make a video about it, cool. Otherwise, I'll go make a video about something else. Ah, bitch. Okay, that's another segment done. I've got 45-ish minutes until the interview. Or at least when we scheduled it. I do hope it's still going down today. Oh, I need those. Not specifically need them, but well, they make the dungeon go faster. When I kill the rare enemies like the blue glowy and the yellow glowy. Get blinded, bitches. Oh yeah, I actually watched through Depressed Nasagi's video on it yesterday. Holy crap, the Chinese nationalists got so vitriolic over that. Wow. Like, I was actually amazed to find out that Genshin Impact actually banned her name in-game. That was surprising and pretty funny to me. How dare you read off Taiwan, the name of Taiwan on a, what's it? On a Google statistics thing. You're no longer even allowed to be mentioned in our game. I'm going to be deciding what I want to do after I finish this Greater Rift. Because I mean, I do have some time. I can also see if that interview is good to get started a little early. How many segments have I done? 3? Ideally, should only need to do 4 on stream today because I'm having a off-stream conversation with a... I thought I saw something. With a VTuber that was banned on Twitch. Damn it. A VTuber that was banned on Twitch. Really? Oh, yeah, I had sent them a message as well to say hi and touch base. But then I don't think I did get the response till I already went live, and I didn't want to accidentally leak DMs. So I hadn't actually double-checked that yet. I will be double-checking after this. Come here, Conduit. Oh, the choker. Not really my cup of tea, but I mean, if my bottom wants it, I'll do it. Choker? I hardly know her. That's what makes it hot. Pink, you better not say I'm not clippable this stream. Oh, I like that one. I should really focus on another gem, to be honest. Excuse me. Okay, I'm actually going to switch back over to chatting. Let me just double check this actually. Like my loot. Reduce damage from melee attacks. Okay, I don't really need that. I was actually considering watching that one, Nova, but I mean, time constraints, because I do have that interview scheduled for the interview tomorrow at the same time. Would a little... want to... Okay. I said I don't want to leak DMs, but Marina, you sent me a meme. It's got a lot of reading. Okay. Okay. This made me laugh. I just discovered a version of the breast copy pasta meme that involves butt instead. Sex mounds? What? Can you DM me that? And yeah, this does pretty much sum up the character is trans. Character is trans discourse. I might actually have time to watch before I click off of that, I gotta make sure to ooh. Sent a voice message. Sorry, chat, not allowed to hear that. Okay. So, I guess we do have to do the interview tomorrow, it seems. Today's not quite working out for, excuse me. The Parkour Gym. So I guess it is time for some retrospective, I guess, of Hololive. VTuber cringe. Videos. It's gonna go back a ways. When did Cringy start actually making content? Because I thought he did stuff. There it is. Oh, it's only 20 minutes? Okie dokie. Discord actually crashed for you? Lame. Sent warning MLP meme, but no not safe for work imagery. Fair. Oh wow, I've got a lot of DMs going on. Whoa, whoa, this was done by Magical Mystic? This, you did say, yeah, okay, it's safe for work. I gotta remember to turn it on. Yeah, she voiced it. I like her.
Oh, this? My booty? My bubble bud? My bouncy caked up dump truck? My big chunky double wide badonkadonk? My goddamn jean-splitting, thunder-clapping, door-frame shattering wobble wagon? You mean the mighty celestial planet-busting superpower that is my big fat ass? Well, what about it?
I will call you back.
Oh, this? My...
Oh my god. I'm so glad. I am so glad we're oompies. She's really funny. I wish I should learn that as well. Maybe an hour before. Okie dokie. Okay, yeah, so let's go over to go live. Manage. I wanted to do that interview today. That's unfortunate. But I mean, that's how things go. HogLeg Retrospect. Oh wait, no, it's Retrospect. It ends with a T. And I guess I'll take interview out of the hashtags for the stream. Playlist? No, I don't set it to any playlists. Okay. Wait, I got a notification? Oh, somebody liked my reply to their comment. We all know that I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Kuri Rinji. He is what can I say? What I have seen out of him is like, I'm gonna highlight drama but not share my thoughts on it, so I'm just spreading harassment. Who cares? That's the opinion I get from his content. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he's monetized, so there's people that find stuff out of his content. And besides that, I have been requested to go over this video specifically by the person that was in it. So, let's have a look at a video from quite a while ago, 3 months ago actually. Let's talk about Hogwarts Legacy. Let's go through greater riffs.
Hey guys, Kururinji here. Once
Hey,
again,
Cringy.
bringing you the worst the VTuber community has to offer.
Thank you.
And this time, we have a really sad one. But at the same time, it shows what the last few weeks were really on about when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy and the whole controversy surrounding it. This, in some aspects, really proves that the whole controversy, at least on the side of the trans activists and their allies and helpers, it proves that these people weren't about saving anyone, they weren't about safeguarding anyone's rights. It was all about satisfying the cult and making sure that everyone walks in lockstep with them and doesn't differ from the already pre-established.
Not criticizing you here, just better way to phrase that would be they're trying to ensure that everybody follows the same doctrine kind of thing. Like if you want to call them a cult, you should probably, give a little more reasoning why you think that. Because just saying that or implying that it's a cult is being seen as very, what's the phrase, phobic. I think that's the scientific term.
Narrative surrounding the game, as well as the people involved in making the game, not to mention the people connected directly to the Harry Potter IP. So without further ado, let's get into the context of this thing. A trans VTuber, a smaller one, by the name of Nova, decided to play Hogwarts Legacy and tell everyone about it. Now, you may think that this is a bait post, and in some regards it is. But at the same time, the replies to it, especially the quote retweets, really show what these people are capable of in order to tell you that you're not...
Like, it is definitely a bait post, but that's not inherently a bad thing. I mean, that's how you get noticed on Twitter, by posting stuff that gets people's attention, and guess what? Controversy gets people's attention. And this game was known to be controversial, to say the least, before this post came out.
Not part of the cult, and if you're not part of the cult, they're gonna other you. You're gonna become an undesirable, and it's really disgusting.
We don't actually use the term undesirables. That's a term used by the far right to further marginalize already marginalized communities. So, I would love to see, like, actually progressive people calling Nova here an undesirable. Because, like, I do... Oh, shit. No, I don't have access to that thread anymore. Nova purged all her tweets from the last 4 months, at least. Oh, wait, no, it might still be around. I'll have to double check. But, I mean, I'll check after the video.
Let's take a look. Guess what, Twitter? I'm buying the Wizard game, Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, a trans girl is buying the Wizard game you hate. Fuck you if you attack me. If you attack me for wanting to play a game, you're a hypocrite because you show you don't actually support trans people. Yes, people can enjoy games without supporting someone you don't like. Games are games.
To be fair, I support black people, but I don't support Candace Owens specifically. So, do you have to unconditionally accept every single individual in order to broadly push that that group should be treated as people? I don't think so.
They're going to still knowingly support the biggest terror on the planet, as well as play a game that's also anti-Semitic to own people. What are you? You an edgy teen?
Ah, fuck.
People who care. Blank screen. This is gonna be something that's gonna be repeating itself throughout this video quite a few times. There's so many people that don't actually care that they can fill up a whole length of a 20-minute video or so. So, you know, people that don't care, but apparently who also care, are the same people. And there's way too many of them, so this person is completely way off the mark when it comes to this. Pick me, pick me. Also, I am doing what I want. Support me when I don't support the rest of you. Also, I bought it back from a friend who pirated because I think that makes it better. Way to be 11. Mom, can we have Keffels?
Wait, you're not... Oh, right. He doesn't share his goddamn thoughts. He just highlights shit takes and then doesn't explain why they're actually shit takes. Support me when I don't support the rest of you. Yeah, the problem here is this person is tying the Hogwarts Legacy boycott in order to towards all trans acceptance, which was a completely dumb idea in my move. But it is seen as pick-me behavior to be like, I'm going to engage with this thing that people are broadly being like, it's transphobic, but I'm a trans person and I'm engaging with it. So that's why it's seen as pick-me behavior.
Back from a friend who pirated because I think that makes it better. Way to be 11. Mom,
I mean, I'd
can
rather
we have
people
Keffels? We have
pirated
Keffels at home. Keffels at home. You know, comparing anyone to Keffels is probably one of the biggest insults you can give to a trans person nowadays.
No, I would be more offended if somebody compared me to Blair White. Just saying.
Sure, I've seen people being called slurs and all other means of being nasty, but calling someone Keffels, that's way overboard, man. It's way overboard.
Why is that?
We need to study the thought process of the meat e-girls. Go through when they choose to believe people who actually care about them playing a shitty wizard game. What is the trans version of a C-slur? This is something I've seen many times when it comes to...
I'm going to be honest, I don't know the etymology of that term specifically, but apparently it's true.
Black Twitter, especially. When there's a very left-leaning issue going around Twitter, and leftoids want to make sure that everyone knows about it, when it's especially if it's an issue that's connected to race. If you find a black person doesn't agree with those lefty notions, they're immediately called something like slurs, Uncle Toms, you name it. This is that just for transgender people now. This is cult behavior, and it's really, really egregious.
Wait, how is it called behavior?
Didn't know a random ass VTuber was the face of the trans community. Okay, pick me. Oh my god, you want to be a victim so bad. Move on, bitch. No one cares. See, the same people that were talking about transgender genocide because of buying and playing a video game, those are the ones that saying no.
The trans genocide is not because of buying or playing the video game, it's that it's seen as passively endorsing it because of J.K. Rowling's statements publicly, and people are dumb enough to think that the boycott would have any effect on that. I don't even know the full details with Keffels.
You are the victim now. Like, you want to be the victim, not us. And everyone has to move on from this issue now, because it's becoming uncomfortable for us now.
Is it? Is it? You want to move on, but you can make all the kind of content you want. Any kind of content you want. Ah, right here. This is where we are. And he wants to move on from Hogwarts Legacy from here. Let's see, how many does he actually bring up again? Oh shit, I should actually go over that one. I know VTuber help. Not personally, but like we're mutuals. We're mutuals. Hey, I watched that one. Okay, I'll give him credit. He didn't talk about Hogwarts Legacy for a while. Did I watch that one on stream? I don't remember. Huh. Oh. This one references it. It's not the meaning of the video. Oh. Bringing it up again. Bringing it up there. And of course, they brought it up a lot when Silvervale and Bebe left V Shoujo. Oh, that wasn't even related to it. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You are not allowed to be a victim. We are the victims here. Pick me energy. Pick me energy. Please, please accept me. I'm the good chance person, unlike them. Blair White looking ass. Exactly. Girl, nobody cares. Pick me, choose me. I'm one of the cool ones. I promise. Yes, people can enjoy games without supporting someone you don't like. Games are games. But you bought the game, by definition you're supporting them, even publicly saying I bought this game to spite people. Is support for the game
well, to be fair, specifically saying you were buying the game to spite people is explicitly being transphobic. Just saying. Like when Pippa did that whole I hate Hogwarts, or I hate Harry Potter, but I hate Twitter freaks more. Yeah, that's totally wasn't pushing back against trans activism at all.
and the bigots who made it. Very little Muslims for Trump energy go on here. As you can see, everything needs to be made political, and the biggest own is always comparing something to Trump and his political campaigns.
Well, I
The
mean,
pick-me
Orange
energy
Man
is
bad,
insane.
didn't you know?
Playing Harry Potter won't make them see you as one of the good ones. You're still barely a person to them. Down with trans means you too, douchebag. Fucking hate and VTubers. VTubers try not to be right-wingers, losers challenge impossible. Gone wrong. Jumping on outrage for popularity and then turning around and calling herself a victim when it backfired. Well, you know, you're attacking.
I would like to say that she was wanting to play the game just because she was a fan of Harry Potter, rather than specifically because the stuff. She did just kind of make that tweet to boost engagement because, you know, we do a lot of us do self-promotion on Twitter. I don't want that ring. I don't want that ring either. That one wouldn't be not bad. Wouldn't be bad, but I need a socket.
Here, and you know, bait post being a bait post, you're still proving her wrong with this kind of behavior. The smartest thing for your movement would be not paying any attention to it, but you're just proving how awful you can be to other.
The smartest thing would be not paying attention to it. I mean, you can make your stance about how you feel about it publicly, but yeah. I mean, if you don't want to hear the discourse surrounding the shit, don't talk about it. Really so controversial.
trans people. Because you're attacking her identity. You're not attacking any arguments. You're just as bad as the transphobes you claim to be fighting. Because they attack you based on identity too. They don't care about your ideas. They don't care what you think. They just want to make sure that you're insulted and dehumanized because of your identity. And you're pretty much doing a very similar thing to her.
That's actually a very valid point from him. I'm actually unironically surprised he has that opinion. You know, this is why I wanted to talk with him on stream, because I'm sure those kinds of opinions would come out more often rather than it's just him talking about, or it's just him highlighting harassment going on Twitter. Like, I mean, I engage in drama content too, and I do it just for the clicks. He's doing it for the clicks and money. I'm not saying he's bad because of it. I'm saying I'm jealous I don't get to make money off of it too.
Not only is the game transphobic, this is extremely anti-Semitic. And just straight up garbage game. It's just not good. Also, it's so funny when people are like, guess what, Twitter? I'm doing something that makes you mad. As if anyone actually cares. Judging by the thousands of quote retweets and answers, I'm thinking you guys care quite a bit.
Thousands of quote retweets and answers? Okay. Let's see. Oh, 1 second. Oops. Right, it was that one. There. Where is it? There it is. Oh, good. It's still up. Perfect. Oh. Holy shit. Yeah, that blew up more than I expected. I mean, people were very, very vitriolic regarding the game.
Scroll through those quote retweets to see the community of not mad online doing their thing. Thank you, Honkus Maximus. You're one of the few people that actually sees it for what it is. My hat off to you, even though it will always stay on, because this PNG doesn't change much. Damn, is the right-wing bag really that lucrative? I might have to tap in. The most pick-me tweet in all of existence. Why are they attacking me? She said, having put on a target on her back. No, just blame the victim. Why not? You guys like to be victims, you know, you also like to victimize other people, so good job.
I mean, let's be fair, in the height of a discourse and then you drop that, you don't expect to be dogpiled about it? Like, that's kind of how Twitter works.
Bro thinks we care. We don't give a shit. Literally no one cares. Still looking at thousands of quote retweets about people not caring. This is embarrassing. No one cares.
Well, I would like to say, how many of those people that said nobody cares talked about it again? Like, talked about Nova's tweet again? Or did they just stop talking about it because they actually didn't care? But I mean, of course he's not going to go into the details of that. Granted, I don't go into full details of my videos, but hey, I do all my shit live off the cuff. His shit's edited. He does it offline and pumps them out daily. I mean, he definitely could. I could as well. Granted, if I really took the time to prep everything, sure. But like, I don't know exactly what topics, or I know what topics I'm going to be talking about, but I don't know exactly what points I'm going to need to substantiate all the time. So pretty much if somebody has issues with stuff I've said, there's always more nuance and context to be added. There's always stuff that gets missed. And I'm definitely open to talking about it. Oh. I'm out of spirit? Fuck.
Oh my god, shut up. Nobody cares, bro. It's a fucking game about the wizards. You're not doing shit. Again, same people that complained about the video game for weeks now say it's just a video game and that nobody gives a damn. Well, it really came around really fast, didn't it? Pick me badass tweet. No one cares, I assure you. Enjoy your time in the sun as one of the good ones. Whistling and then the abuse you'll get from your own target audience and they inevitably get bored of you. Why do white trans people want to be Blair White and Milo, whatever his last name was, so bad? Like you spent 70 of your dollars hairs to play a game about fighting a slave revolt, but also has anti-Semitism in it and puts money in the hands of a woman who hates you. Like, good for you. I don't know. See, it always comes down to race. It always gets so amazingly political.
I mean, is it not about goblins who ended up becoming slaves in that universe? And not to mention, aren't there elf house slaves? Like, I'm gonna be real, Chief. I don't know a lot about Harry Potter, but that's because I stopped being interested in it. It was pretty, not that inspired to me, I guess. Because, like, I didn't even figure out about or learn about all this problematic shit. I just didn't care about Harry Potter because I was bored by it. And then later it turns out, oh, there's a lot of yikesy stuff in there aside from J.K. Rowling being a terrible piece of shit.
They have to bring up people from the political commentary spectrum. That sphere always gets mentioned, like if any of that is relevant to that. But you know,
so
you have to do what you can do in order to mock somebody. Bring up politics. That's the easiest way to do so.
Oh my god, politics are so taboo. Is it because you don't like, you don't understand it very much? Because I can explain if you'd like. I don't know if he'd listen, though. Seriously, I would love to talk to Cringy. I don't want to go with armor. And cost. Let's go with area damage.
Actually, I'm one of the good ones. Dude, why are you making it sound like you're now part of the KKK?
Willing to bet it's politics that he disagrees with, he hates. Yep. Yep. If you actually have some kind of political literacy and listen to this dude, you can tell that, well, he's pretty biased in his own ways. Not IMO subtle.
As much as that KKK person in the image is reaching, so are you.
He's free elf, and according to
the
one
transphobia
article,
isn't the only issue with the game.
Pants.
That's to know you not only support JKR, but also the anti-Semitic and racist stereotype she's been perpetuating for years, though HP. This is the same logic that trans Nazi girl was using, like, wow, so you already don't care about the trans voices since you aren't listening to me? I have no...
Wait, if... So the goblins weren't slaves? What happened with that? Like... Gold bins. Because, like, I'm talking broadly about the goblins, not just specifically in the game. Long fingers and feet that coexist in the wizarding world. The diet consists of that stuff. Conversed in languages known as gobbledygook. No, That's where gobbledygook comes from? Harry Potter? Great. They have metalsmiths, notable for their silver work, and they even minted coins for wizarding currency. Due to their skills with money and finances, they controlled the wizarding economy to a large extent. I really hope people can see the similarities to how goblins are depicted and what happened with people of Hebrew descent. Goblins had their own type of magic and could do magic without a wand. Wait, then why were they barred from even having a wand? Using edge? Yes. Yeah. Like, if they can do it without a wand, why would it matter if they were denied wands? Okay, let's go into the rebellions. A series of rebellions. Goblin population of the wizarding world revolted against discrimination, prejudice towards our kind by wizards and witches. Okay. They were most prevalent during the 17th and 18th centuries, but even in modern times, there were subversive goblin groups working in secret against the British. Oh my god. Subversive goblin groups working in secret against the British Ministry of Magic. One rebellion and why were they rebelling? That's what I want to get to. Allied themselves with werewolves. Hephaestus Gorm was the elected minister. It impacted the wizarding milling industry. Oh my god, really? You're not going to actually talk about why? Revolted against discrimination against and prejudice demonstrated towards their kind. So they were rebelling against racism. Most likely the lack of goblin representation in the Whimsicott. Okay, another rebellion. In which the goblin population in the wizarding world again revolted against discrimination, prejudice. So, like, all these rebellions were about wanting fair and equal treatment? Why are the goblins discriminated against? Okay, so one wanted to control all magic, so that's why they gotta have everybody discriminate against the goblins and bar goblins from wands? Okay, in 1890, there's the Rannoch one. Campaign, the alliance with the gang, a criminal faction of dark wizards, and Europe's most powerful wizard at the time. Earliest known event within the rebellion was the attack. What's his motivations? Sought to supplant wizard kind with goblin kind as the dominant magical race, as well as acquiring wands for his species. To accomplish this, he investigated the history of that person and the keepers, such as the subject of ancient magic as a whole, to track down the final repository. Blah blah blah. Was Rannoch the one that was like the one focused on Hogwarts Legacy? Oh, okay, yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so with a heavily Jew-coded race, they used a ethno-nationalist as the leader. Wow. Please tell me if I'm misunderstanding that. Rebellions are one of the most important topics. School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Students studying magic. They had to memorize the dates of the Goblin rebellions. And asked whether wand legislation contributed to the Goblin riots in the 18th century. Given the anger expressed by some goblins, such as Griphook, about wizards denying goblins the right to use wands, it may have been a contributing factor to past rebellions. Okay, so goblins suffered their fuck. I'm not even playing the game right now. I'm just reading this. Sorry. Like, this is shit I'm learning for the first time about Hogwarts or about Harry Potter. Suffered share of losses during the first rises of Lord Voldemort in 1970. His family had been murdered by him. Bill Weasley. Oh, this is the that. Oh wait, no, Bill Weasley. That was somebody else. Bill Weasley had been approaching the goblins, appealing to their sense of belonging to the wizarding community, and Voldemort killed him? This proved problematic, however, because a ministry official, Ludo, swindled a group of goblins out of a large amount of gold at the Quidditch World Cup, leading the goblins to distrust both sides and become neutral during the war. Oh my god. In the aftermath of the trio's successful robbery of the vault, Voldemort personally murdered many goblins present at the bank in fury and to eliminate witnesses of those who knew of his cup Horcrux. Oh my god. Yeah, just the more I look into this is a lot more yikesy than I ever wanted to know about Harry Potter. Okay.
No idea what this person is talking about in regards to a trans Nazi girl, but I'm guessing this is something in their mind, and that's not.
Wait, what? This is the same logic that trans Nazi girl was using. Like, wow, you all really don't care about trans voices since you aren't listening to me. I don't know what trans Nazi girl is being referred to here. But that is an argument of people like Blair White, of like Buck Angel, of like Candace Owens. You say you care about the voices of the minorities, but you don't listen to me. That, unironically, is pick me behavior. It's pick me over the rest of them. I'm the good one. That's essentially what people see it as, anyways.
Actually real, and the person that they're naming a Nazi is far from that. I just have a hunch that that's gonna be it. Don't quote me on that. Maybe there's a real transgender girl that's a Nazi too going around, but to my experience, that's that's something that doesn't really happen, does it? You're really the C-slurs of the queer community. Hats off, bravo. This pick me stunt backfired so hard, bro. Just look at the hidden replies. And mind you, I will look from some of the hidden replies too, and they're basically the same thing as the quote retweets. So that backfiring is showing just how awful people are. It's really not a win for you. You're just showing how much of an L you're taking as a community, as a community of activists. They phrase this like such a pick-me thing, but then you check the comments and they're saying, no, please, actually my friend's fighting the game for me, and I'm paying him. Like, if you're going to do this, at least go all the way through with it. Don't be a pick-me and a pussy. Friendly matter that when push comes to shove, they will in fact lump you with the rest of us what you tried so hard to get out of LMAO. Class trader. And now it's a class thing. It came from a gender identity thing, a race thing, and now it's a class thing. And we have a holy trifecta of this thing now. Behold the pick-me.
It was a race thing, and then a gender thing, and now a class thing. Bro, like, do you need help with, like, the least bit of political literacy? It's like, I can help you. Just DM me. I'm open to talk with you, Cringy. Even though I'm pretty confident you soft block me. But, like, it just made me happy. It made me know you. Made me know you think about me. Glad you did it.
I think what's funny is this person is getting all sorts of support from actual transphobes. I think the book is doomed to fail. It's just funny that the audience that this tweet attracted screams pick me, to be honest. I mean, if someone's a transphobe, why would they be supporting a transgender VTuber and their opinions? Are they just trying to use her as a...
If I'm a racist, why is my wife black? It's like, you can still do bigoted shit even when you're not doing it explicitly. I mean, like, actions have consequences beyond their direct intention. As we all know, actions speak louder than words.
token. But you know, if I was a transphobe, I surely wouldn't be taking side with a transgender person just based on principle. But you know...
No, if you weren't a transphobe, you wouldn't be so blatantly spreading around Twitter freaks and then just only on occasion saying hashtag not all trans people, essentially. Like, bro, you literally encouraged harm against trans people except the ones that you agree with. Like, come on. You're telling people to say shit with their chest, but you don't do it. I thought you hated I thought the conservative VTubers hated hypocrisy. But yet I see it so much out of them. It's almost like they don't actually care and they just try and disparage the people they don't like by trying to maximize their optics. But I mean, if they really wanted to show that they're better than us, you can talk with me on stream. Call me out in front of my audience. I'm sure all 6 of them will be way friendlier than I have been on this stream. Because I'll be honest, if people are being outright cunts, attacking immutable characteristics of you, attacking your voice or shit like that, they will be muted from my community. It will be removed. I don't tolerate that kind of shit. I don't like it.
Maybe you're saying that the people that agree with her don't have these principles, or maybe, you know, maybe you just made them up in your own mind that they're transphobic. The way you're so desperate for straight approval is killing me. And now we also have sexuality, because that's also somehow connected to it. Every single identity politics has been shoehorned into this discussion. It's amazing. Guess what, Twitter? I support Hitler. Yes, a Jew supports Hitler. This is an even bigger reach than the KKK person. Like, come on, man. This is.
I mean, there were people that were like, I'm Jewish and support Hitler. They just wanted to be the last ones in the line for the Holocaust.
Just too much. You're actively giving money to your oppressor. How does this boot taste? Now, is this Twitter in the room with us right now? Yeah, I'm just looking through it. And there's thousands of examples of this Twitter houndy here right now. Good for you, but literally no one cares. Pick me tweet. Trying to impress the transphobes by coming off as one of the good ones will not stop them from outlawing your existence. It's like they look through quote tweets on their own. They see a singular comment with "pick me," the C-slur or whatever they try to use to insult her, and they just copy it like actual NPCs. Like, these people get very offended when you call them NPCs, yet they act like NPCs and regurgitate the same insulting talking points they claim their opponents use against them. Come on.
Come on, man. Talk to me on stream.
Wow, I want attention. Wow, pick me. I'm not like those other dirty T-slurs with who disagree with your 4chan. Sama, wow. That's you. What's you?
Okay, I will give him respect. He actually said T-slur instead of troon. So, like, props there, cringy.
That's what you sound like. She must be really want that transphobe dick. This is the worst pick me yet. Do trans people have a word that has similar meaning to T-slur? Of course, the comments are full of dumb.
Didn't you show that one
pick
already?
me, or who cares? Well, you guys obviously did over a dumb video game. This controversy would have never existed in the first place if you guys didn't care so much about who played the wizard game. Thank you for saying that. I say that very rarely, but in all of these replies that are so amazingly unreasonable, you find one or two that actually understand this whole issue without many biases.
Oh my god, it's like you haven't been on Twitter before. Because, like, the majority of people on Twitter totally understand nuance and have the least bit of critical thinking skills. Why am I still going through this? I didn't realize I've already killed the boss. Derp.
White queers. Pick me queers disgust me. Pick me, I'm not like other girls. Okay, pick me. Shut the fuck up, plus you support transphobes, plus being trans doesn't excuse you for being an asshole, plus you're a VTuber, your opinion doesn't matter, plus you think you're important when you're not.
Plus L plus ratio.
I mean, all of you are doing the exact same thing you accuse her of doing. This is all just this weird cult mentality, and it's both very disgusting and scary.
Please substantiate why you think it's cult mentality. Please? You won't.
Nice alt account, Blair White. Seeing very, very white leftist trans people post this shit so funny, but it also goes to show that they don't care about other minorities. This is the most pick-me shit. Class traitor. You really think you did something here? Pick me ass mentality. They're not gonna pick you. A trans person can be transphobic. 2. Nobody cares anymore. You're still supporting anti-Semitism. LOL. Black police officers still uphold white supremacy. And now...
That one about still supporting anti-Semitism, I do feel like that one's pretty true regarding Harry Potter in general. And just how close the goblins' depictions are to stereotypes of Jews. It's just so yikesy to me.
Somehow police brutality is also involved with that. Every single political issue that the West has ever seen in all in one quote tweet thread. Amazing. You are supporting financially and socially the eventual systematic extermination of yourself and your peers. And yeah, that's what it was. Despite this being a bait tweet, despite this showing to other people that you're gonna get attacked either way. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so that was his video 3 months ago. It's roughly the same size now, so at least people did stop. Because, you know, this discourse doesn't last forever.
If you actually play the game or not, if you just step out of line just slightly, your identity doesn't matter anymore. And once again, this was never about supporting transgender people. This wasn't about safeguarding anyone's rights. This wasn't about fighting JKR even. This is all about cult mentality.
Really? How? Come on, cringy.
And making sure that no one steps out of line and everyone goose steps behind. But for now, enough.
Holy fuck, right there, cringy. I don't like PPs either, but I don't equate them to Nazis like you literally just did. I am anti Hogwarts Legacy, but I wasn't going to stop anybody from playing it. I just vocally said, I think it's a shit franchise. But nobody listened to me. But people listened to you, and you literally just said that you just literally compared the left and Nazis, which are opposite sides of the political spectrum. This is why you need a little bit of political understanding. Holy shit.
Of this insanity. Until next time.
Good Lord. Wow. Just wow. Be right back. Wow. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. PPs are bad activists. The Nazis want us dead. True. Oh god, I hate the PPs. But I like Dick. I'd say full slur in his position because I personally don't mind the backlash. You know the saying, all publicity is good publicity? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the only reason I hadn't been saying, like, Troon previously was literally because of Twitch TOS. I can get away with it on YouTube. I also use that one because, hey, I can reclaim that one. How do people feel about, like, trans women using the F slur? Because, like, I get called that. Am I able to reclaim it? Or do I just have to put up with it? Ah. Ah. Shit. How many do I have recorded? Recording drive. Stream recordings. What's today? The 10th? The 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Two. Oh, Bradley, that thing you read on Twitter. Oh, the lewd ASMR. The guy who made it has a sex positive podcast. Oh my god! If it's on Spotify, can you please link it to me? Everyone I don't like is Hitler. A child's guide to online political discussion. Like, I'm gonna say a lot of people say that, or a lot of people call people Nazis, and a lot of Nazis out there. Like, as far as I'm concerned, 4chan is full of them. Because, like, they sit at the same table, don't they? So to speak. There's an old German saying, 9 people are at a table, and a Nazi sits down and nobody gets up. There's 10 Nazis at that table. Honestly, I agree with it. Because, like, there are many different... Ooh. I'm gonna check this out. There... Oh, there it is. Many different ways to enjoy stuff. Oh shit. I should talk to this guy. Oh, he's only got one video on his personal account. I missed first sub. Oh, he's on Twitch. That's why. That's why. Like, his YouTube is tiny. No, it looks like he's mostly on Twitch and Fansly. Oh yeah, he's definitely bigger than me on Twitch. Your mind's screaming no to that saying? So, like, you're okay with sitting down at a table with Nazis? Hmm. Yeah. So, like, unironically, can I reclaim the F slur? Because, like, I get shit like this. And of course, this person's too much of a coward to actually DM me directly. But, like, you know, that's the people who oppose me. Coward could have sent it directly. I haven't blocked them. Okay. Right, notifications. Pods is mad. Where are they? It's like I got spammed with screenshots of pods. There's still fallout from my argument with Perma. And of course, Perma's too much of a coward to talk to me. Where was the one about the rape? Brainwashing people. Like, holy shit, there's so many screenshots somebody has been posting under my stuff. Hmm. Looks like what they did to Shark 300. Yeah. Or Shark. I like that guy. Uh, it's not that it's like advocating for murder because you sit next to a murderer. It's implicitly being okay with a lot of the shit they say and do because it's explicitly about harming minorities. And I don't know. I just like seeing people actually stand up against Nazism. That's just my thing. Pod's mad, can't be. He obviously perfectly sane, level-headed. Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out people's mindsets too. I would definitely talk to a Nazi on stream. I would definitely talk to Pippa. I could really use that clout. Pods is getting sued. Come on, where was those screenshots? Like, I can still see the person who had posted screenshots under my replies. Media. Oh, they're into some weird shit. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by, Nessie. That's good, Nova. Ah, for fuck's sakes. How long ago did they post those replies to me? Ah, I'm getting tired. I mean, I'm gonna be fair, I woke up tired. Oh, that's why Pods didn't see the replies of the person calling them saying they helped get away with the rapist. Oh my god. This person really hates Pods. They're also into some stuff on their own that I'm not too big a fan of, but that doesn't discredit what they said. What the fuck? From March 31st? In Quebec? Curious. Oh my god, it's only a day ago for their tweets? Holy shit, they tweet so much. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna search their at and my at. Because I actually want to come across those screenshots. Dude. Like, I'm pretty sure this person had sent me that telenym. But they sent so many fucking screenshots that I can't find the one about he's referring to. You know what? Let's see what happens when I search that. Huh, I didn't know that tweet existed. Uh, Huh, that sucks. Oh yeah, you happen to know Pods? Shit going on with him. But I should be wrapping up stream anyways. Clearly I'm not doing any content. I will be doing a interview with the band Twitch streamer in like, I don't know, half hour to an hour, but they wanted to record it offline, and I will respect that. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this stream. Oh yeah, I'm still live, aren't I? I'm just arguing on Twitter because, like, that's a smart thing to do, isn't it? No, I'm not actually arguing. I'm just saying that. Oh, I didn't actually get any screenshots about this. My mistake. My mistake. Do. Really, Bader? Automatically send which. And yeah, something is happening on Twitter. Something will always be happening on Twitter. Ah. No, not save as, export. Export as. One. Go back to Discord. Joining desktop, your servers for people. Not on iOS. Wait, can people just not DM me if we don't even share a server? I thought I had that enabled. DM spam filter, that's turned off. Explicit image filter, that's turned off. Direct messages from server members, yep. Enable message requests from server members you may not know, yep. Friend requests available from everyone. Haven't changed this. Oh, did I save it in thumbnails? Where did I save it to? Oh, I didn't. Didn't actually finish the export project. God damn it. Did I save a duck? I did. Oh my god, I am getting so distracted. I should say bye, everybody. Arguing on Twitter? Certainly not. Why would people be arguing there? I don't know. Twitter's such a wholesome place, and like everybody loves it there. Everybody's happy there. There's never anything bad happening on Twitter. But anyways, thank you all for joining me. It's been a very fun stream, to say the least. I actually had a lot of fun today. Especially that I got to play more Diablo 3, and hey, it actually seemed to be running. Hey, did you guys notice any frame drops or anything like that? Because like it seemed on my end like it's running really nicely and something I can regularly do. No frame drops? Nice. I always worry about that so much when I'm like playing a game. I hate how the mouth clips so much like that. But I don't know how to properly adjust it. Anyways, y'all have a good rest of your day. Have a good time zone. Have a good sleep when you do get there. Remember, if you can't be the sharpest tool in the shed, you can always be the hoe.